everyone. Welcome to Monroe High School, where I'm Kevin Hastings, along with good friend and partner tonight, Jason Sane, for some high school football action here at Monroe High School. We're going to find a name of the stadium here in a few minutes if we can. I haven't home with the Red Hawks. I want to welcome you folks to the broadcast tonight. My name is Kevin Hastings. You East Lincoln fans will be familiar from me during baseball season. The Lincoln County Cardinals. I did quite a bit of their games. I have last year I was the Burns Bulldogs broadcast. The year before, now 3 years ago, I was the East Lincoln broadcast, and then now this year I've been in the office for the most part, Jason. And now I've joined. Last week we did me and you with Josh. Clint Spencer having his child, and Josh Spencer having family over for Thanksgiving this weekend. Me and Jason's kind of been the skeleton crew. We've been hopping around here to here. Last week we was at Forest View, the only team to beat one of these two teams on this field tonight, Jason.
Correct. And also the only team to beat Freedom last week as well.
Yep, Freedom hadn't lost all year, so there's a couple teams
Forest
this year
View,
that's got one loss.
The Giant Slayers.
And Forest View's the Giant Slayers. They got beat, but they went and got beat by us and Ashbrook.
That's true. But they'll have losses.
But the good news is for Forest View folks, Jaguars tonight are playing up in High Brighton tonight. So if you folks, Jaguars fans, are still alive, and we didn't have coverage for you tonight. The Gaston County game of the week this week is South Point at Concord. Josh, that should be a great game. South Point at Concord. Real quick, before we get into this game, folks, I want to go over some of our other broadcasts in the area. I'm guessing you just switched over from the pregame show where Sam Davis and Terry Reinhardt were getting you ready for tonight's games. We'll get you ready for here. You can see Chancellor out there warming up on the field here at midfield. And yes, folks, that is AstroTurf. The Mustangs will be playing on. Talking about it. It could be good news and bad news. Bad news, they haven't played on AstroTurf this year. Good news is, Josh, nobody's seen Jason, nobody's seen Chancellor on AstroTurf yet either.
No, could be the greatest show on turf.
It absolutely could be. It's Josh over here. Y'all done back here?
It's all right. You caught him, Josh. Josh Spencer a minute ago.
We got jokes. We got jokes everywhere. The cameraman tonight, folks, our What's Up Shopper cameraman is this game. This is the game of the week for the What's Up Shopper photos. We'll have East Lincoln and the Monroe Red Hawks. You can look at photos after tonight's game on Facebook. We'll have them loaded up probably by tomorrow. So tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon, go to Facebook.com, go to What's Up Shopper Facebook page, and check out Andre Bush's photos of the week. Now, Andre will be out there in the cold tonight. Me and Jason got our own little room up here, and we also have our own little heater, so we're going to be nice and toasty. I got a feeling Mr. Bush will be coming up and down step quite a bit.
Poking his head in, maybe the rest of his body.
Poking his feet in for just a few minutes. It's a little chilly out here. And if folks at home, some of you didn't make the trip, you got an hour and a half trip down here, and it's kind of cold up there in Denver, folks. It's cold down here in Monroe, too. But real quick, other games in the area. The Gaston County game of the week this week, like we just talked about, is South Point at Concord. You can listen to that. Daniel Howe and Derek Smith have the call. Other games in the area, Shelby Golden Lions tonight travel to North Rowan to face the undefeated Cavaliers. And Andre's picks of the week, Jason, Shelby, I think, are the only team he picked in the area that would get beat tonight. So, Andre a little bit worried about Shelby Golden Lions. Last time he picked against the Golden Lions, Jason, they won 58-0. So
58-0.
You Shelby fans should feel pretty comfortable in your seats tonight, right? Knowing that Andre picked
Bush vote of confidence.
Yeah, we're gonna win tonight, boys. Bush.
He picked East Lincoln to lose that night.
He picked East Lincoln tonight. He got beat.
They told me and Josh he's not allowed back.
Yeah, you folks listen on Andre. Y'all know he picked you in the paper to get beat by Maiden in the second time. And the first time. It was the first time. And they won 42-0. That's all right. He's got a over 75% record. It's just when he misses one, Jason.
Hey, he predicted Maiden to get
Maiden's horrible.
Yeah.
It's a horrible miss.
It's just hard against the
Let me put it
undefeated
this way.
team.
He picked Q Foundation to beat Crest one time. So that tells you how He'll go out on a limb. He ain't scared to walk out on that limb, folks.
They even still a school.
Yeah, they are. But yeah, Andre not scared to go on a limb. Not bad news for Mustangs fans. He picked you to win tonight, so we might have some bad news down here at East Lincoln. But we'll quit joking about that. Other podcasts, don't every Crest game we have them. Every Shelby game, every Mustangs, every Burns Bulldogs who are out of it, so we no longer have them. Trevor Lyman got knocked down last week, so we do not have them. The Crest Chargers tonight are hosting AC Reynolds. The Rockets from AC Reynolds. AC Reynolds beat the Shelby Golden Lions this year, but Crest beat Shelby, so Crest favored in that game as well. Folks watching along tonight last week or a couple of weeks before it, and if you've been watching this season, you know that, what are we looking at?
I was wondering if we're allowed to look at any kind of action.
Oh, we can show anything. That's what we're about to talk about.
Before the game starts.
Before the game starts, folks, you're watching them warm up now, so playoffs, the high school playoffs, Time Warner Cable has the broadcast television rights to the playoffs. That is all playoffs in all sports in North Carolina. That includes softball, volleyball, underwater basket weaving. If we want to broadcast any of them video, we cannot because Time Warner owns the rights to those. So, folks, we wish you could bring you live video coverage here in Monroe, but what we'll do, the only thing we're going to be able to do is show you the scoreboard, and we will do our best to describe exactly what happens. I've already checked here at Monroe, so if anybody want to talk to Clint Spencer and let them know, Jason, that anybody back home want to call Clint, Monroe does not have a 51-yard line, so we'll be okay here. I know there's some controversy over there at East Lincoln about the 51-yard line.
The way it looks. Here's where the 51 would be, now been replaced by the 49.
And the other 49.
For anyone who was wondering, keeping score at home.
We're looking forward for a good night of ball games tonight across the board on ktcbroadcasting.com. We have 5 games for you. Follow all of our scores on Twitter as usual at KTC Broadcasting, at What's Up Shopper, WCSL 1590 AM, WLON 1050 AM. We'll be tweeting from those accounts. East Lincoln Twitter account is East LHS Mustangs. Feel free to mention us, do a little smack talking, talk some junk. And, Jason, that thing will zoom in, too, if you want to. It ain't going to hurt nobody. We'll show you. Zoom in on Mr. Surratt there warming up. Do a little handy-dandy camera work. He's quarterback.
Chad Surratt, I don't see him play. Any while people are here.
And, the tickets are not being sold for that. Speaking of tickets, folks, the East Lincoln side's filled up pretty good. The band standing over here. I don't know if they got anywhere to go, Jason. You can see the band over behind the pylons and on the track. But the East Lincoln side, folks, you guys have made your way down here, getting ready for tonight's game. Now, next week, if the Mustangs can win, we'll be at home again no matter what. They will host the winner, or either whoever wins this game will host the winner of Hunter Huss and Parkwood. Parkwood was the 16th seed, Jason, upset the 1 seed.
Storming through their division.
Then be 9 seed. So they're pretty,
watch out for
pretty heavy 16 seed there, folks. So they knocked out the 1 seed, and now they're in there. More than likely, we would see, I would imagine, just on the seeding, but then you can't even say that considering they've already beat a 1 and 9. You'd kind of think Hunter Huss would win that game, but you never know. Being at home, I mean, Parkwood might be hot.
If I'm not mistaken, still with a losing record through the playoffs here. They've won their last 2 games, but that put them at 6 and 7.
I think they're 7 and 7.
They finally break back to 500.
What's East Lincoln?
I think they started 4 and 7.
So,
they're still with
they got to win
record.
Tonight just to
working their way through the
just
playoffs.
To get even in the playoffs. Yep.
3 home games in a row. Is that not correct as well?
That is true. The 4 and 7 Hunter Huss Huskies ended up with 3 home games.
Beat Wesleyan
and the 11 and 0 South Point Red Raiders ended up with 2 home games. So go figure. That's how it's in the playoffs.
Here we are.
And the East Lincoln on the road.
Yeah.
And the winner tonight will have this. Now, if East Lincoln would lose and Hunter Huss win, and then South Point or Forest View lose, and that means the Gaston County game of the week next week would be Huss at Monroe. So we may have the Monroe Redhawks again next week if some reason East Lincoln loses. We're not going to hope for that. We're going to hope Chad Surratt and the gang can get it done out here. I'm excited to see him. I haven't seen him live. I've seen him on the highlights. We cut them on Mondays. Like I said, I've done the Burns game the last few years, and I've been in the studio this year, so I haven't seen too many games actual live. I've seen about everybody on the KTC Broadcasting network of channels, and I thank goodness for them and us that we can provide that. Like I said, we wish we could provide video coverage so you can watch warm-ups right now. We can show you the band and cheerleaders during the game, but we can't show you the game because of Time Warner Cable has the rights to this game, but that doesn't mean they're showing this game. They just have the rights to it, and they choose not to show it. They show championship games in basketball and football, but they still own the rights in all the other sports, all the other rounds. So none of that for us, but we'll be glad to bring you live play-by-play. All right, Jason, I think we've covered our bases just for the moment, just for what's going on in tonight's broadcast. And Andre Bush here tonight, like we said, folks, and I'll be getting out of here, getting ready to play some football here in just a few minutes. We're going to take a little quick couple-minute break, and we'll be back to talk and maybe break down this Monroe Red Hawks team and talk a little East Lincoln football, get ready for tonight. All right, Jason, we'll be back in just a few minutes. 18 minutes to kickoff here in Monroe. We'll be right back on the East Lincoln Mustang channel on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Holiday sale is at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Apply today, ride today. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia can help. Ask about zero money down and rates as low as 2.9%. Pick up this week's WhatsApp shopper for some great buys. Don't miss the big holiday sale underway now at Full Throttle Power Sports, located at exit 22 off I-85 in Gastonia. They've got you covered for Christmas at Owl Lane Motorsports in Lincoln. Coming out for a great selection of kids' bikes, ATVs, and go-karts for Christmas. A huge selection of Kawasaki, Yamaha, Kubota, and Kymco UTVs. And buy a new Yamaha ATV and get a free winch. So come on in now and check it out at Owl Lane Motorsports, 3636 East Highway 27 in Iron Station. Shop online at KubotaofLincoln.com or call 704-732-8200.
Free tires for life. Free car washes for life. Free loaners for life. Become a lifer at Lake Norman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop here once and you're a customer for life. So come on over to the lake and become a lifer, like so many others have before.
America's Mattress event is underway at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby, Lincoln, and Gastonia. Get up to 60-month financing, plus free delivery, free setup, free removal, and free bed frame. Pick up a Serta Perfect Sleeper or a Serta Memory Foam queen-size mattress for just $299. Get the sleep you need, guaranteed. Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, 4027 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, and in the Carolina Shopping Center in Boger City.
All right, y'all, send me on the money. How many dollars on it? What am I bid for it? Hi, this is Robert Gates, and that's the auctioneer's chant that sells just about anything in today's market. If you're considering selling real estate, land, farms, or equipment, give me a call, and I'll show you how the auction method of marketing can realize the highest prices for your assets at public auction. Call me personally at 704-472-7598 or visit us at gatesauction.com. Sold American.
It's time to jump in. Jump in and cool off with a dip in your backyard pool. To help keep your pool sparkling clean all summer long, see Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. They carry a full line of BioGuard products. Plus, they'll analyze your water to make sure you get the right blend of BioGuard. And keep your yard looking great with the new Husqvarna Zero Turn, tractor, push mower, or trimmer. Carolina Hardware and Garden Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. Bundle it up. That's the way to save, and it's true with farm equipment too. That's why West End Sales in Vale has bundled up a 2013 35 horsepower diesel Coyote tractor with a loader and a 4-year warranty. Plus a new equipment trailer and a new 6-foot box blade. All for $17,500. Or get payments as low as $301 per month with zero money down. See West End for all the details. West End Sales, Highway 18 274 intersection in Vail. Or for more information, go to westendsales.com.
And good evening, and welcome back to the home of the Monroe Redhawks here in Monroe. Well, the Redhawks here on the AstroTurf field, and one of the most beautiful stadiums I think I've ever seen in person. With the AstroTurf, it looks great out here. Black track, black and red are the colors here in Monroe. If you've ever been down here, if you haven't been down here, the way to get down here, come straight down 74, almost all the way to the end there at the hospitals, right in back, tucked in back in behind the hospital. You folks ever went to the beach? Kind of maybe know what I'm talking about there, Jason.
Kind of, sort of, maybe.
All right, 13 minutes play. You guys can see that real quick. Let's go down the Monroe roster, and we'll read a couple of things here. The Redhawks, colors are red and gray. Head coach by Johnny Sowell. 11-2 this year. Conference 5-0. State, North Carolina ranked 27 overall. For comparison, they got East Lincoln ranked 54th overall, but I'm pretty sure they're better than the 54th overall best team. So, I mean, that includes the 4A's of schools, too, so it may be somewhere in there. It's just kind of a random ranking that they put together. But Monroe, looking down their roster, we'll go ahead and find their games. Here's their games. That's what I was looking for, Jason. 5-1 at home, 5-1 at away. Their win streak is 8 games, so they lost their only 2 games in back-to-back games. One at Weddington, and then one at home to Charlotte Christian. They lost to Charlotte Christian.
Those were the 2 they lost, not 2.
Huh?
Those were the 2 games they lost.
Yeah, those are the 2 games they lost. Started off the season, they beat Lexington, beat Anson, beat Cuthbertson, beat Sun Valley, beat Central Academy, Mount Pleasant. They beat Parkwood,
all right.
46-7. So Monroe would love to see Parkwood next week down here, wouldn't they?
Yep.
Wes Stanley
run into Parkwood here in round 4.
No, they were not. They probably didn't plan that before the season that they might run into Parkwood, like you said before. They've already played RS Central. We see them quite a bit up there where we're from, over in Cleveland County, with the Bulldogs and the Crest Chargers and everything. So, rather for RS Central, we've broadcast 3 of their games this season. They beat them 46-8, and then they beat West Oaks 34-14. Down school, Jason, I don't see a single game, including the 2 games they lost that was a close game. Monroe has not played a close game the whole year. Listen to this. They gave up 4. Listen to how many touchdowns they give up in each of these games. 41-7, 35-6, 22-7, 32-3, 44-14. There's 2 touchdowns. 28-10. 46-7, 48-8, 40-0, 46-8, and last week gave up 15 to West Oaks. So the Mustangs are going to have their work cut out for them against a pretty stout-looking defense on the here, Jason.
Fortunately, he's playing with lots of offensive weapons. Don't think you're going to hold him under 2 touchdowns. You'll be lucky to hold him 2 touchdowns a half.
That's your feeling in this game?
Keep 28-35.
In all their wins, they only gave up 2 touchdowns 1 time this season. In all their wins. Now, like I said, beat twice, Weddington and Charlotte Christian. But in all their wins, they've only given up 2 touchdowns in a game once. No, twice. Beat Central Academy 44-14, and then last week against West Oaks 34-15. So the Mustangs will have their work cut out for them. But like Jason said, he's got faith in them. He's got a good feeling about them tonight coming down here. And no matter who Monroe's played or who any of these teams played, Jason, they probably haven't seen a Chaz Rat. Nothing quite like what Chaz is.
An offensive player to be held. He'll have 2 touchdowns himself, probably on the ground as well as passing.
I mean, Surratt listed at 6 foot 175. I'm guessing he probably weighs a little bit more than that, maybe. At this point in the football season, 6'2". He's a 10th grader. For you guys, Lincoln fans, you guys know. 10th grader, though, that big, that fast. The left-hander slings it. I mean, he just flicks his wrist. Looks a little Michael Vickish on that. But he's bigger than Vic, and he's a 10th grade. I mean, he's bigger than Vic right now. Ever was. right now in 10th grade. So that's the deal with that. But Monroe's got a pretty decent defense looking down. I guess that's what happens when you've only lost 2 games on the season. East Lincoln High School, real quick, let's go down the roster. Want to acknowledge the seniors. I like to do that in the playoffs of every game, just in case. You never know what game will be your last. But real quick, let's get down the seniors for East Lincoln, who come in at 9-4. But, Jason, they've only lost actually 1 game on the season, and that was against the Forest View Jaguars, which we talked about earlier. So, Jason, go down the seniors here for the East Lincoln Mustangs.
All right, seniors for the East Lincoln Mustangs include Dominique Smith. We also have Malik Nixon. We have Justin Rhodes. Long gap between the next one. Moses Boyder, number 28, a DB, followed by Demetrio Fernandez. Number 31 also goes with number 5 sometimes as well. They've got him listed.
They've got him listed twice as 31 and 5. Oh, he's a sophomore and a senior.
Apparently, yeah. I'm pretty sure he's a senior. He plays like one anyway. Big part of their offense.
Right.
Good receiver. Cody Mosselin, Elijah Combs, Billy Meisenheimer. Wild Bill been out a game or 2 here in the playoffs. I think he came back last week. Also, Brandon Woodard on the line, offense and defensive line. We've also got Jake O'Brien, as well as Corayo Boyd, large presence in the middle on defense. Corey Smith, and rounded out by number 88, Jared Moore, wide receiver.
All right, folks, there's your East Lincoln Mustangs seniors. 7 minutes and 34 seconds until kickoff. They're playing the national anthem here. We're going to get out of here for just a few minutes, take a break, stand up, and salute our country. We'll be right back.
Your bank, Federal Savings Bank, has been proud to be a part of Lincoln County. As volunteers, parents, coaches, and leaders, they have always supported this community. Community may not be in their name, but it's in their mission. First Federal Savings Bank is proud supporters of all the area schools. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln and Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. First Federal Savings Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing lender. Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain has America's top-selling subcompact tractor of the decade, the Kubota BX Series. And now you can save big with this special offer from Kubota and Parker Farm Service. Now you can buy the new Kubota BX Series tractor for 0 money down, 0% APR financing for 60 months. But that's not all. You get a $500 customer instant rebate. Find out all the details at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive at the Oak Grove, Highway 74 Bypass intersection, Kings Mountain.
State Auto, a friend you can depend on.
The test of your insurance agent's friendship comes when misfortune strikes. You can count on an independent agent representing State Auto. Fast, fair claims service. You can depend on it if you're insured with an independent State Auto agent.
State Auto, a friend you can depend on.
Your State Auto Insurance Agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency, 3674 North Highway 16 in Denver. Give them a call at 704-483-3243.
Free tires for life. Free car washes for life. Free loaners for life. Become a lifer at Lake Norman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop here once and you're a customer for life. So come on over to the lake and become a lifer, like so many others have before.
The holiday sale is underway at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Apply today, ride today. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia can help. Ask about 0 money down and rates as low as 2.9%. Pick up this week's What's Up Shopper for some great buys. Don't miss the big holiday sale underway now at Full Throttle Power Sports, located at exit 22 off I-85 in Gastonia. They've got you covered for Christmas at Owl Lane Motorsports in Lincoln. Coming out for a great selection of kids' bikes, ATVs, and go-karts for Christmas. A huge selection of Kawasaki, Yamaha, Kubota, and Kemco UTVs. And buy a new Yamaha ATV and get a free winch. So come on in now and check it out at Owl Lane Motorsports, 3636 East Highway 27 in Iron Station. Shop online at KubotaOfLincoln.com or call 704-732-8200.
Free tires for life. Free car washes for life. Free loaners for life. Become a lifer at Lake Norman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop here once and you're a customer for life. So come on over to the lake and become a lifer, like so many others have before.
All right, folks, welcome back to Monroe High School, where it's time for the coin toss as the captains meet at midfield number 2 and number 33 from Monroe. That is Isaiah Thomas, and Monroe doesn't have a 33.
No relation.
No relation.
Can't say for sure.
I don't think. But
maybe.
But yeah, they don't have a 33, so I can't tell you who that one is. But for the Mustangs, let's see.
Certainly not Blake Strupp. That's the kicker for the Mustangs.
Number 22, Chris Tomberlin is one of the captains. Number 49, Billy Meisenheimer.
Wow, Bill.
And let's see, number 75, is that what that is?
Ryo Boyd.
And
he is
then
a monster presence on defense in the middle.
I can see him
He
from here.
anchors down center. Doesn't actually move very well left to right, but he does not let much through the A gap.
Yep, I can see him from here, and he's got two people in front of him. In the final, the captain, Justin Rhodes, number 8. And Monroe will kick off to the East Lincoln Mustangs, folks. Downstairs. All right, that's the snap, and like we said, folks, video. We cannot show you the actual game. We cannot show you the actual game. We're gonna watch them. We're gonna have them come in, Jason, if you don't mind.
We can't show up to the point where they actually kick a ball off. Huh?
Yeah, we can show everything up until they kick the ball off. We can show the cheerleaders, the band. We'll show some East Lincoln fans here in a little bit, guys. See if you guys can recognize anybody.
Show me and Kevin talking about
any of your fans and family. Yeah, we can. We
join here in the press box.
We can change cameras here in the press box and show me and Jason. Yeah, I mean, y'all probably don't want to see us, but
we're the only part of the game you're going to get to see. So.
Monroe Stadium, a huge stadium. They've got end zone seats. I mean, Jason, we're on the home side. It's not even half full. And they got end zone seats. Where's all the fans here?
Nobody's in the end zone seats, though.
Folks, I'm telling you, Jason, stand up, look at this. There are more East Lincoln fans here than Monroe fans.
And they are undefeated?
No, they've lost twice.
I mean, not undefeated, but a top seed.
Yeah, top seed. Andre on the field getting some pictures of the game. Remember, folks, we will have photos of this game online tomorrow on the What's Up Shopper Facebook page. What's Up Shopper Facebook page. Monroe doesn't bust they just kind of walk on the field. Jason, show them down here when guys walking. I know East Lincoln's running out now, but I just kind of want to show y'all. Monroe doesn't run on the field except for that one guy that just ran by, but they just casually walk out on the field like they walk around the mall, nothing to do.
Like they saw them.
All right, folks, we're here to bring a little fun to tonight's broadcast. Me and Jason saying, I know why there might not be too many people here, Jason.
What's your speculation on that?
It's Thanksgiving weekend, but that ain't got nothing to do with the East Lincoln fans, folks. Your guys brought probably their band's playing. They got the pet band from Monroe. The band from Monroe's not even here. I don't see them anywhere. I see 5, 6, 7, 8 drums in the stands, but that's it. But I got a feeling.
Look at these East Lincoln fans on their feet.
Oh, they're going crazy on the East Lincoln side, folks. I mean, this is almost a home round.
It's like happening the national championships.
See if we can read. Would you rather have the light on or off?
Doesn't matter to me.
I can see a little bit better with it off. Everyone else up here has it off, so we'll go ahead and if you have any trouble doing stats there, Jason, just let me know.
Having trouble getting this camera to hold still.
Find it somewhere. All right, folks, here's the kickoff. And we're off, and let's play some high school football. Kickoff is deep to number 2 on the return for the Mustang. Cuts it up across the 20. Valentine up to the 23. And that's where the Mustangs will take over. First down and 10 here in the third round of the state North Carolina high school playoffs. It's football time, folks. All right, let's see. Lincoln's going to come on out, and they will line up in the shotgun spread. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the left on the short side of the field, 1 all by himself to the right. Chaz Surratt is joined in the backfield by number 21, and he will get the carry up to the 24, so 1 yard gain for Banks. Colton Banks listed as a 5'10", 155-pound sophomore.
He yielded the running duties to Valentine at the beginning of the season. I think he was out with injury. Once he came back, he's running from on. Done a fine job for a young player.
Michael Powell is here for the local paper. Had a few comments about the press box, Jason. We're not going to complain about it. We got a great little spot here. First pass, Chaz Surratt going deep, incomplete. Intended for number 27, Sage's little brother. Or big brother. I mean, Sage is older than Chaz.
Thought he was a freshman.
Well, this roster must not even be clear. It says junior. I thought he was a freshman, too. We're not even going to talk about that.
We got one player listed as 2 different classes.
Well, it's with the same kid, Fernandez.
Fernandez. He's number 3 for sure.
Fernandez is on here, and he's
they
number
are
5.
pressuring Surratt.
Yep, Surratt pressured. He gets the pass out. But should have kind of probably should have just dropped it, though, Jason. They're going to lose yardage on the play. They're going to mark it down at the 12. So a negative 11-yard pass, Jason. Negative 11 yards from Chaz Surratt to number 21, Colton Banks. And folks watching at home, like we said, we can't show you the actual action. Time Warner Cable has the rights to the actual football play. We can show you the scoreboard and anything else. Punt is going to be fielded at about the 47. A little shake and bake from Monroe. Number 1 on the return across the 45. Makes one guy miss, but tripped up at the 41. They're going to mark him down at the 42. So the return by Jalen Barber. And Barber with about a 5-yard return. Really nothing on the return as East Lincoln swallows him up. But the bad news for the Mustangs, the Monroe Redhawks at 11-2 will get their first possession starting on the 42-yard line. The good luck for South Point continues. Concord fumbles on their first play.
Well, he just fumbled the snap.
Keeps it. Number 7, quarterback fumble! The ball's out again.
Fumbled twice.
And East Lincoln's got the ball. Number 7 with the gain. He got about 12 yards on the carry before he fumbled. And the Mustangs, I couldn't quite see who come up with it. Jason, did you see?
No, I did not.
Just the Mustangs.
Saw number 51 hovering around, but not the calls, as Lee stated, but not the calls of fumble or the recoverer.
All right, Mustangs. Section is going crazy over there.
Fumbled that ball twice, actually, Kevin. He fumbled it, picked it up, actually ran with it. If he hadn't got shoestring, might have broke a touchdown. But when he did, somebody popped the ball, just punched it.
Yes, they did.
Just right, and out it came.
Is about to be, that is a huge turnover inside the 30. Ball on now on the 22-yard line. Surratt in the shotgun. He's going to hand off running back up the middle, 21. He's got room, and he's going to be tackled at the 20. Oh, give him the 29. We'll be ourselves. So about 7-yard gain there for the running back, Banks. Like we said, folks, this is an AstroTurf field, so we're pretty excited to see Chaz take off 1 or 2 times here during the game.
So far, they brought lots of pressure. He ain't had much time to do nothing but drop back, and he's either had to throw it or get out of there.
Well, he kept himself this time, and runs over one linebacker, but the other linebacker cleans him up. Tackled on the 32, close to a first down. Let's see if they give it to him. Depends which side. No, they're just short. They're just on the other side of the yard line, folks. They need about 8 or 9 inches. So Surratt with a gain there of about 3. Surratt's going to keep it himself. Bounces to the right side, cuts back to the middle. He's going to have the first down. Gain of 1 on the play for Surratt. So Surratt with a 1-yard gain on that play. Makes it 1st and 10 now for the East Lincoln Mustangs. 9 minutes and 7 seconds to play. Ball is on the 34-yard line. Mustangs with their own 40. On their own 34. Yeah, Jason, just not much. I mean, this is staggering, the lack of support here at Monroe. And Surratt's going to throw in deep. Oh, he's caught by Surratt out of bounds. Looked like he threw that one away, and at the last second, Surratt like he never saw it. Set up, balls out at the 50. 16-yard pass to his little brother. Chaz on the catch. That'll be Mustangs first down at the 50 now.
That gets Surratt back into positive yardage after the 11-yard loss.
Yes, it will.
The 11-yard pass.
Surratt in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Look like a little funky play going on, but nothing. Surratt's going to keep it up the middle. Game of 1 is what they'll give him. Well, this ref right here don't want to give him anything, but he got at least 1. So 1-yard gain there for Surratt. 2nd and 9 now for the Mustangs. Good pass and catch and go to the brother. 3 wide left, 1 right. Banks in the backfield. Surratt looks, got the speed post, and he misses it. Dropped by number 5. Domingo Fernandez. And Fernandez, Jason, just dropped that one wide open. Would have had a first down. And Surratt hit him.
Fernandez usually sure-handed. Uncharacteristic drop out of him. Valentine, the more prime for the Mustangs.
Okay. Jason knows a little bit about you guys. He's done a couple of games, few games for you guys.
So,
yeah,
good many.
Banks with the handoff gets back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like nothing on the carry for Banks. So that's going to make up 4 and 10 now for this East Lincoln outfit, and they're waiting to see if the Mustangs are going to bring on the punt unit. So Bias, with his first chance of the game, we've been flirting on this side of the field, Jason. That's a good time to punt, you know.
He did get it across midfield, just barely.
Let's get Monroe pinned back a little bit.
Last time he punted it away, didn't get it across midfield, man. This is a bit of a Peter.
Another short punt.
Got a good bounce.
Yes, it did. And
quite fortunate.
It landed about the 29, and it rolls all the way inside the 15, down at the 14.
Better touch it down before you walk away from it, man. And still pick it up. East Lincoln players gathered around, watched it roll to a stop. Nobody touched it down. They just all decided to back away from it. Maybe they heard a whistle that we didn't hear, but usually you want to do that thing before you back off of it.
36-yard punt gives Monroe the ball, first down from the 14-yard line. Nothing. In Monroe, he had a nice little dinner in Monroe at the Applebee's. Andre's a little mad, though. They took his ribs away while he was in the bathroom. They thought he was done.
Still eating those guys.
Handoff this time is to number 11. And he will get a gain of 1 on the play. Number 11 on the carry for Monroe is Chase Byram, or Bryam. 2nd down and 9. The Mustangs are lining up. It looks like, let me see if it looks like they got to line up in the 5-2 against this Monroe attack.
Cryo Boyd stunting across the middle of the line.
Good job there by the D-line, getting across, putting some pressure, and a gain of nothing there for the running back, number 11, once again. Mustangs force on a 3rd and long now, 3rd and 9, ball on the 15. The ball is on the 15, 6:40 to play, first quarter action. Yeah, Andre went to the bathroom, come back, and the waitress picked his ribs up. We really wasn't paying attention.
They were gone.
Not
the service we've come to expect from the Midtown Sundries. It's what happens when you eat out of town. You got to play on the road. The Midtown Sundries wouldn't do that to us.
Number 7 rolls out, hits number 1. 2 Mustangs, instead of wrapping up, Jason, just trying to make the big hit, and it don't work.
Saw that. A lot of arm tackling going on. Finally brought down by the 12. The man had to get assistance from the sidelines there. Finally forced him out of bounds.
12-yard pass to number 1.
It's his first attempt to pass of the season.
Number 1 on the catch, Jalen Barber. So first pass from the quarterback, number 7. First catch.
And their first down.
First down. Now Monroe lines up and trips right. Shotgun. They're going out. It's got a man open. Hits number 1 again. Ooh, hit hard by the Mustangs.
Made immediately by number 28. That's Boyder, if I'm not mistaken.
Moses Boyder. Gets a couple of big high fives for the big hit. They got
Did pick up a few, though. They do
Looks
that.
like 3 on throw.
Close to 3.5. They do that 3 times in a row. It's gonna be a first down.
That's right. 2nd and 7 now.
He's gonna be so.
East Lincoln side is packed, folks. There is almost nobody here from Monroe.
Standing room only. I think the East Lincoln crowd started to fill in the end zone bleachers, Kevin.
Yeah, the end zone bleachers are starting to fill up.
Being occupied by the East Lincoln Mustang crowd.
Carry right there, number 23, Jason, for 9 yards. 9 yards on the carry, number 23 for Monroe. That's Julia Stratford. Stratford listed as a senior, 5'11", 210 pounds. Big kid.
Indeed.
This time in the power I, running back has nowhere to go. It looked like a loss of 1 on the play. That's number 3 on the carry. Trayshawn Wynn, and already, Jason, how many different people have carried the ball from Monroe?
He lost a few on that, didn't he?
Lost 2.
Yep, that's the 3rd running back they've gave the ball to. Fourth running.
Count the quarterback, 4th, right?
No,
or just
4
3?
running backs.
I don't know. You got the stats.
4 different running backs. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Quarterback actually hasn't run with the ball yet.
Quarterback drops back to pass. Got a man deep. He overthrows him. Maybe a little pass interference on the sideline. Monroe wants it with the contact, but he overthrew by about 5 yards. And now that's going to make it 3rd and 12 now for Monroe. You see my camera moving. Somebody is moving our whole press box about. 4:27 to play, 3rd and 12 for the Red Hawks. East Lincoln, 0-0, 4:27. East Lincoln on defense. They've been lined up in the 5-2. They're going to drop off in their nickel now. Looks like a 3-4 to drop back into. Play action pass. Little dump ball back to the running back they just faked to, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds at the 40. Gain of 2 by number 3, but not going to be any threat to Mustangs, and they will punt now. Red Hawks, 4th down now, and 12. You East Lincoln fans, thanks for watching tonight. Thanks for watching the East Lincoln channel on ktcbroadcasting.com. Make sure you visit our sponsors. Tell them you saw them on the broadcast. Thank them, please. Please thank them for allowing us to do the broadcast. We wouldn't be here. It almost looks like a false start by punter. You ever seen that, Jason? The punter is number 75, and the kick is short, and this will take a Monroe bounce. And it'll be stopped dead at the 21. Mustangs will take over the 20. The punter actually was number 73 for the Red Hawks. I want to acknowledge him. You don't see too many big men out there punting, chasing. Jamarcus Glenn, 6'4", 250.
Doing the kicking duties, isn't he?
Yes, the punter. Talking about the crowds and stuff, we're guessing quite a few people took the holiday vacation here at Monroe. Monroe with a very, very light crowd. East Lincoln came packed to the gills. The other side's packed, and it's packed up at the sideline. This time, tipped, almost picked off by the Red Hawks.
Surratt looking for his brother.
Surratt tried to hit his brother sitting down in the zone, and the linebacker tipped it, and the safety almost picked it off.
Going to bring up 2nd 10 for the Mustangs.
Trips left, Surratt to the right, Banks in the backfield. Here's the snap. They're going to dive up the middle, number 21, Banks, and he's to the 20-yard line. Colton Banks on the carry gets 9 yards, 8 yards. 8 yards on the carry for Banks. That'll make it 2nd and 1. No, 3rd and 1. Surratt hands off Banks again. Same play. Banks is just jumping over defenders left and right, and he finally gets tackled. Going to stop his momentum, it looks like, at the 42-yard line for the 29, so a gain of 13 for Banks. 13 yards Colton Banks, and now it's got the chains moving, And that'll be another LincolnCounty.com first down. Make sure you stop see our sponsors, LincolnCounty.com, Owl Lane, Motorsports. Back to pass, Surratt. He's got the bust. And Surratt not reading the coverage. He's kind of just dropping back and going to the receiver. It looks like, Jason, that he's almost predetermining where he might go because it looks like Monroe's figured that out. There were 4 defenders in that spot. So Surratt with the incomplete pass. He is now 2 for 5 on the night with only about 5 yards. So this time Surratt's going to hand off Banks. Banks nowhere to go. And they're going to mark him as a 1-yard loss, actually, Jason. So 1-yard loss for Banks. It's a matter of time. But don't forget, we've been talking about this Monroe defense. I want to compare it to somebody, compare it to one of the one of the Cleveland County defenses. I mean, they've only given up 2 scores to an opponent in a win this year.
You'll see what the defense can account for here momentarily. They'll flush the rat from the pocket, bring him down. You know, he'll be running around that
80-yard touchdown.
He'll be out
Here it is. He rolls left. Nowhere to go. He spins, rolls back to the right. Looking over the middle.
Ooh, he absolutely got drilled.
He was hit hard. Incomplete pass, and the Mustangs will come out and punt. So we're going to have a field position game. It looks like early on in Monroe. The Red Hawks with another stand.
So he did manage to get loose from the pocket, but he didn't break the containment. That's what you have to do. You got to keep him between the hash marks if he does get outside the tackle.
Did a great job there.
Made him pay to try to throw it. He kept his eyes downfield, though. Gave him a chance on 3rd and long.
Monroe tries to block this one. Another punt is short. Lands at the 26, and that's where it's going to stay. Maybe the 27. Yeah, it's going to be the 27. So Monroe takes over on the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Red Hawks. First quarter, 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go. 0-0 here in Monroe. Not much to really talk about right now, Jason.
Not much offense anyway.
No, great
defense. We talked to Rats taking a few hard there.
Monroe's doing a good job covering the wide receivers. His little brother got loose one time. Handoff to the back, 11 on the carry this time, number 11 for Monroe.
That was a fake play.
Chase Bryam.
Gain of 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
See one of the backs run like they had snapped it over his head on that play. It was almost like it was a direct snap to him, and then they tried to fake like the snap had gotten away.
Okay. They do it again. They did the same play again. Handoff again to 11 with about 3 yards on the carry, making about 3rd and 5 here.
Trying to pick up a first 3 yards at a time.
See if we got any scores coming through in the area. Michael Powell says Chaz Surratt is not at full strength. I don't know anything about that. Do you? Heard anything about Surratt?
No, but Michael Powell's in the main room just to our left, so maybe he heard something over there that we didn't in our side room.
He might have. We are in a little separate room all by ourselves, but the good news is we got our own little heater so we can stay warm. Hand off again to the running back. 11 cuts up, gets up to the 37 is where they'll mark him.
I believe he was short of the first.
He's going to be short by about a yard, so a gain of about 3 on the carry for number 11 again. And that'll make it 4th and 1 in Monroe. If they stay true to what's been going on today, we'll punt, but we'll see.
Nah, too deep in their own territory to take it from there.
Yeah,
might line up, try to draw them off sides, but I doubt it.
It looks like they're going to measure, Jason. They're going to measure it. It's very close.
A generous spot, but I believe he's going to be.
Very generous spot. Ball's right on the 30. Ball's right on the 37, and it looks like the marker was right on the other side of the 37. We're going to guess.
It's going to be real close.
Just a few inches away.
Stretch it out. See where if you link short, it's going to have a first down.
And they do have a first down, so the sideline wasn't really lined up over there. Jason, I'm going to let you take the play-by-play for a second. I'm going to check a game and make sure they're running on the air.
All right. So the Monroe Red Hawks step up to the line. They're packed in tight in the running formation. Only one receiver out wide to the left. The referee winds the clock. We have the snap, opens left, hands it off right. Running straight ahead is number 11. Picks up about 4 yards before he's brought down by a host of Mustangs. It's not a bad start to the drive. A little 4-yard pickup on first down. Brings up 2nd and 6. Center addresses the ball. Red Hawks stay in the same formation. Single receiver out to the left. I formation. Quarterback takes a snap, opens up left, hands it off to his right. He finds a little room between the guard and tackle. Slips forward for about 3 yards.
All right, folks, that'll be the end of the first quarter. Nothing here at Monroe, East Lincoln, and the Red Hawks. We'll be back for live high school football action on KTCBroadcasting.com. We'll be right back.
Mattress event at Hendrick and Mattress Center in Shelby, Lincoln, and Gastonia. Get up to 60-month financing, plus free delivery, free setup, free removal, and free bed frames. Pick up a Serta Perfect Sleeper or a Serta Memory Foam queen-size mattress for just $299. Get the sleep you need, guaranteed. Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, 4027 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, and in the Carolina Shopping Center in Boger City.
All right, y'all, send me on the money. How many dollars on it? What am I bid for it? Hi, this is Robert Gates, and that's the auctioneer's chant that sells just about anything in today's market. If you're considering selling real estate, land, farms, or equipment, give me a call, and I'll show you how the auction method of marketing can realize the highest prices for your assets at public auction. Call me personally at 704-472-7598 or visit us at gatesauction.com.
Sold American.
Three-yard gain on third down gives Monroe another first down for the Red Hawks. How many is that this half?
Well, 4 now.
3 in the first quarter.
That is the first quarter.
Their fourth of the game and of the half.
Both teams yet to scratch, Kevin.
Yeah, so far it's been a defensive struggle. Handoff this time to big fella, number 20. Let's see where he is before I call him out.
23, most
That's
likely.
what it looked like. Yeah.
He's the fullback. Gets the ball occasionally.
Julius Stratford, number 23 with the carry, the fullback, like Jason said. Stratford, 5'11", 210 pounds.
Give him a yard for his trouble.
1 yard gain for the Red Hawks. Makes it 2nd and 9 now.
Red Hawks handing the ball off a lot, Kevin. Steady dose of the ground game.
They're keeping this clock moving.
Now they got 3 wide receivers out there. Yeah, on cue, right on cue.
As soon as we say running, then they throw in deep. Got a man deep.
He is behind.
Man to man. Oh, it is dropped by the Hawks. Number 2, East Lincoln, Demarius Valentine was beat. But
he more or less just ran into him, and he didn't catch it cleanly, so he ended up dropping it, didn't he, Kevin? He was behind the secondary. It was a good pass. Hit him in a bad spot.
Yeah, bad news for Monroe, great news for East Lincoln. Now they have a 3rd and 9. And as soon as the wide receiver is turned, that was intended for number 1 there.
I believe it's 14.
Was it 14?
No,
okay.
Whoever it is, hoping you'll forget his number. That's
Desmond Robinson.
Desmond Stone-handed Robinson. Because the ball did hit him right in the hand. Ran into his back as he slowed up to try and catch it. But I think when Valentine ran into him, he jarred it loose.
It's basically a basket catch. Here's the pass outside, incomplete.
No, off his hands.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I thought you said complete.
No.
Incomplete. I could have sworn you said it's complete.
No, it's off his hands, right? It was.
You said incomplete. I thought you said it's complete. No. I was like, and it's complete. I was like, no, he dropped it. That's what I said.
That'll bring up 4th and 9 now for the Red Hawks. So nothing, still 10:48 to play.
For those of you scoring at home, that was intended for number 1. So we falsely gave him credit for the drop last pass play. Now he has a drop of his own to add to the stats.
Hey, we'll get it figured out. I'll tell you what. Kick deep for the Monroe Redhawks. And they watch it bounce, and they'll stop it at the 14 or 15. They'll mark it at the 14.
Took an East Lincoln bounce. Valentine decided not to field that one on the fly.
All right, here we go. 10:38 to play. Mustangs. I want to see some offense, Jason. I came to see the Surratt attack.
Surratt needs
These
to
two
get
teams
loose
are shutting it
with his
down.
legs. Surratt only completed 2 passes, one for minus 11 yards, the other for 16.
Surratt this time fakes the handoff. No go, and he's going to be tackled immediately in the backfield. It looks like a gain of exactly 0 on the play. So to make it 2nd and 10 now for the Mustangs.
Haven't seen that patented option Lincoln run so well.
We haven't seen a pitch yet or anything. Well, the only thing we've seen is the Surratt keeper and the dive to Banks.
Here's the
option. Surratt spins, and he's going to get up to the 19-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. 3rd down and now 6 for the Mustangs. Monroe Redhawks, like we said earlier, one of the prettiest, best-looking stadiums I've ever been to.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't got no fans.
No fans to speak of. But
the Mustangs, I'm telling you, folks, Mustangs got more fans here than Redhawks do. We're an hour and a half away. Surratt steps up in the pocket, looks for a receiver, finds Surratt, and they're going to call it a catch. Out at the 30, 11-yard gain for Surratt, to Surratt.
Our first Surratt attack.
And that's the only chunks of yardage the Mustangs have really been able to put together as own brother to brother. Checking around the area, we got quite a few fans watching across the area on all of our channels and stations. Folks, you can watch the Crest Chargers, the Lincoln and Wolves tonight, East Lincoln Mustangs, Shelby Golden Lions, and it seems like I left somebody off as East Lincoln false starts here on this play. And South Point and Concord. You can watch that along on ktcbroadcasting.com. False start against the Mustangs that'll back them up, make it 1st and 15. Some scores around the area. Parkwood, 7-0.
Continuing their
over Hunter Huss.
Continuing their bid from the 16 seed.
No joke. And they were destroyed by this Monroe team, 48-7. I'll look at it later. Surratt gets it out. He's got his running back on the outside, a gain of about 2 on the play there to Banks. Colton Banks on the catch. Looking around the area, not too many scores in right now. Concord's down 7. South Point and Hunter Huss both down 7-0 to Concord and Parkwood. Looking for the first few scores. Surratt spins around. He's got a receiver all over him. Throw the flag. Okay, there we go.
Definite defensive pass interference.
The Monroe fans are pretty upset, but that's just being a home team being upset because that was about as bad as defensive interference gets.
Ball hadn't even left his hand yet, and he owes him a quarter for that ride.
Yeah, he was standing on the 36. The ball was somewhere around the 30 in the air when the DB hit him, and like Jason said, jumped on his back and rode it piggyback
for about 3 yards. Then the ball got out there.
Yeah, then the ball hit him.
Great defensive player, so he thought, till the flag came out, folks. It was clear from here, and we are not very close to the field.
And now they're going to move up the 1st down on pass interference. Mustangs with another first. That is their 5th of the game. I think 1st down's what? Are they tied 5-5 right now?
Nope, 4-5. East Lincoln takes the 1st down lead with that one. How many yards was that penalty good for? The smaller foul was about 12.
The ball was on the 36, yeah. So they ended up on the 48. Surratt's going to roll back to the left, and he's going to be sacked by a Monroe Redhawk. The numbers are tough to read here. Number 10, Eric Heath with the sack. All right, that'll bring up second and about.
So from the 36 to the 48 plus, do you
12
add
yard.
do you add the
You
length
don't
of
add
the
none of that
pass?
to the actual. What are you trying to add it to? Oh, you're doing penalty yardage.
Yeah, do you add that to the length of the pass?
Well, the pass was completed, so you go out just whatever the play was from originally, all the way up to where
Where it
they're at
ended?
now. Yeah.
So they call it from the spot of the foul, correct?
Yeah, you get 10 yards from the spot of the foul, I think.
Yeah.
Strat's going to be wrapped up on the keeper. They're going to give him, not going to give him any gain, Jason. So 0 on that for Surratt. Give him about 20-yard penalty, wasn't it?
I'm calling 24. About a 12-yard pass and about the 36 to the 48 or 22. 24. We'll leave it at 24. And what did I just miss there?
No yard again. 0 yard on
Rushing.
carry. Yep. 0 on the carry. Trips right now for Surratt. He's got the other Surratt by himself left. Man in motion. He goes to the one guy in double coverage. Caught, number 17.
I believe that's Cox.
Yeah, with the catch. Chris Cox, the backup quarterback. 6'1" sophomore.
About a 17-yard.
They're going to mark him down at the 43, so 9 plus 7 is 16. 16-yard there for number 17. That makes it 1st and 10. Mustangs. And they're driving, 7:38 to play. Handoff. And the running back, Banks, is going to get up 2 yards. Banks gets 2 yards, and the referee's called the play over. Monroe comes out of the pile after the play's over like they got the ball. But 2-yard gain there for the running back, Colton Banks. Banks had a heavy dose of football tonight. Parkwood has scored again now, 14-0, Jason.
They've had a player or two hurt all
They
year.
had- yeah, they had to
Somebody's
have-
come out of the woodwork.
Yeah,
for them.
they had somebody
Freshmen.
transfer. I mean, I think RG3 showed up.
And they've kept it very quiet. They're a different team somehow. Somebody's added them a whole new dynamic. They've got a return man. They've got somebody with speed stepped into the game.
Man in motion this time. Surratt is going to keep it himself. He's got room up the middle, runs over a linebacker, and he's up to the 33-yard line, close to a first down, and I think he's got it. Let's see if they give it to him.
There's the speed burst I'm used to seeing from Surratt.
Yep, 8-yard gain there for the Surratt attack. Forest View and High Brighton tied 7-7.
Surratt overtaking Banks on carries with that run.
On carries, okay.
Mm-hmm. He has 8 now. Banks on 7. Of course, Banks with 30 yards of the rushing.
Surratt got a little bubble screen back across number 2. He's got room in the middle. He cuts back across the middle, around the safety, down inside the 10 to the 6-yard line.
It's Demarius Valentine.
Demarius Valentine on the catch, gets down to the 6 from the 41, 35-yard pass and run on the bubble screen. And East Lincoln's rushing up to the line, trying to get on the line, keep Monroe from substituting. Ball on the 6.
Valentine, explosive player, sometimes a running back, punt returner, kick returner.
They got 3 receivers right. Monroe pushing players in and out. They don't know what's going on. Surratt's going to keep it. Tries to cut up to the middle. Hits hard, fumbles. Now the ball's out. Monroe now has the ball. And they're returning it. They've got plenty of blockers. It's going to be a race out to the outside across the 50. The 45-40. Colton Banks, the last man to catch it, and he does. Down to the 25. Monroe with the ball. Wow.
Surratt fighting for a few extra yards there. He was on one hand.
Surratt fighting for it, exactly what Jason just said, and Richard Blakeney picks it up on the 5 and returns it back to the 25. So a 70-yard return for Richard Blakeney on the fumble. You know, we don't really note that anywhere. I mean, you might want to note it in a blank space or something.
Yards for the carry before he fumbled it.
He did. He got a couple yards before he fumbled it. That's right. But Surratt fighting for those extra yards, fumbles, and he switched the field. The momentum has completely changed to the other side of the field. Crossbuck up the middle, number 11. He's got room, and he's moving a pile up to the 20-yard line is where they're going to mark him.
About a 5-yard gain.
Gain of 5 exactly for number 11. Chase Byram with the carry. Reedsville leads Lincoln in 7-0. North Rowan leads Shelby 14-7. Concord 7-0 over South Point. High Brighton and Forest View tied 7-7. We're still scoreless here. Handoff. Running back to the left, number 7 across the 15 inside down to the 13-yard line. So it looks like it's going to be a first down, gain of 7 on the carry for the Monroe Redhawks. So another first down, 4:55. First down, Redhawks. Ball on the 13. First and 10, 0-0, 4:43 to play. You guys can see it. Handoff up the middle. Is that 23 again, the fullback? Stratford up to the 10. Gain of 3 on the play for Stratford. So it's 0-0 here. Chaz Surratt just fumbled on the 5, returned 70 yards for Monroe, and they get there. They're now in the red zone. Just crossed inside the 10. They're on the 9.5-yard line. But Parkwood, 14-0, upset City. Yeah, I think they've had a they want to on the bench. Here's the toss up in the corner. Receiver goes up, catches it. No, bobbled. No good. Referee says no good as the ball rolls into the corner of the end zone. Thought he had it, and he comes up limping. Number 14, Desmond Robinson, and he's hurt on the play. He's going to limp off the field. And he is in pain, and I haven't seen a single trainer, coach, or anybody walk up to him and ask him if he's okay. He's walking over by himself now.
If you call that walking.
He's limping. He limped from the end zone. 50. The coach goes, hey, man, you okay? Here comes a trainer.
Couple kids from the stands.
Couple kids from the stands running by.
Didn't stop to see if he was okay.
Quarterback back to pass, tosses it up in the corner. Another toss up, number 1.
Oh,
incomplete again.
What a great defensive play. That looked like perhaps Boyder over there again. He didn't see it till the last second, but he got his head around in time, elevated, broke up the play. It was a well-thrown fade to the corner.
It was. Both passes have been catchable. The last 2 throws that he has thrown, Jason Austin,
That was indeed Boyder.
Zephaniah Wall, the quarterback.
I got one of them.
Okay.
Not that one just yet.
I knew I didn't see Mark that one.
I did get the last one.
3:49 to play, 4th and 7, going for it. They're not kicking a field goal. 3:49 to play. The past 2 plays, they've just tossed up in the corner for jump balls. Incomplete. This roll right again. Wall looking. He's going to keep it himself. Cuts those mirror. Dives for first down. No good.
Short of the first. Definitely short of the first. A big 4th down stop for East Lincoln there to get the ball back in the red zone.
Mustangs with a big tackle, and they have the ball, Jason, on the 5-yard line. So Monroe goes for it.
So not exactly a 70-yard return after the turnover, but we'll take over on downs.
Take over on downs, and the Mustangs get by the skin of their teeth. Is that the saying?
Yeah, the hair of their teeth,
Hair
skin
of
of
the
the
teeth,
teeth,
something like that.
either one.
Good to see R.J. George back in action in Shelby. They've tied up North Rowan now, 14-14.
How many yards would you give him there? That was Z Wall, wasn't it, number 7?
The ball was on the 9, and he got to the 5, so 4 for Zephaniah Wall. Snap. Surratt's going to keep it himself, try to get out of the backfield, and he's going to, with a last-ditch effort.
He needs to watch that. That's how he lost the ball.
I know. They're going to mark him. Going to mark him at the 9, Jason. So 4-yard gain for Chaz, and that gets the clock moving. No, they stop. He got pushed out of bounds. So clock stops. 3:35 to play, 0-0, and 91 yards away from pay dirt.
I think he's going to go the length of the field and score. He finally got the ball
You got
moving.
the feeling?
He just fumbled near the goal line. They had moved it a good 50 yards to get to that point. Just some bad luck on the end. I think they figured out this defense.
Surratt tosses it up. Tip drill. Oh, it was caught by the Mustangs.
He should have.
Wow. That would have been one of the best plays of the year. The defender tips it up. Surratt lobs it up in the air. A little too soft. The defender tips it up.
Looking for Cox at the same sideline where he made his last miraculous catch.
And Cox stays on his feet instead of jumping with him. The ball's tipped to him, and he almost catches it and runs right past the safety, but he drops it.
Came back down to him nicely. East Lincoln needs to pick up a first down here. to keep from having to punt it deep in their own end zone.
East Lincoln can start catching the ball, Jason. I mean, Surratt, I know he just fumbled. That's his fault. But he's hit 4 or 5 receivers in the hands and just can't come up with it. This time he's going to keep it 3rd and 6. Spins, D-line gets to him.
Staying on his feet, trying to get that first down. I believe he's short, though, Kevin.
Yeah, he got up to the 19, and he needed to get to the 20, so 4th, and it looks like 1. No, they're going to mark it 4th and 2, I think. I see the ref on the other side. Yep, 4th and 2, so instead of he only got 4 on the carry, only 4 on that carry. So that means East Lincoln is going to snap the punting unit. They've been averaging about 35 yards a punt. This time the punt returner, Jalen Barber.
It's dangerous. It's deep in your own territory.
Yes, it
Bad
is.
Snap.
Snap
Block,
is good. Almost, but it is blocked.
Oh, they can advance it. No, it went past the line.
And Monroe have the ball on the 19-yard line after the blocked punt.
Might have kicked it into one of his own players' back, Kevin.
It was kind of hard to tell exactly what happened down there. Jason's right. The kick come off funny, come off sideways, spinning like a helicopter. Yep.
And did not go far. Barely got back past the line of scrimmage. A net of about 4 yards on that boot. Not the punter's fault.
4-yard punt on the block.
So another excellent opportunity for the Red Hawks to score here.
You know, and I know I'm on the East Lincoln channel, and I'm going to say I want us to, or us to stop them. But this half deserves it to finish 0-0, but may not happen. Linebacker on the sweep.
Great play by Valentine, shedding the block.
Yes, tackle. He did. Yes, he did. That's what I was about to get to. The linebacker shedding open field. The block made the tackle. He gets to the 15, though. So a gain of 5.
Number 11.
For 11.
Byram
on the carry. 2:19 and counting. The ball. The clock is moving. Now Monroe, once they got inside Mary's in the corner, let's see if they stick to the run game and try to pound it. Snap. Nobody moves. Half the team don't even know, and East Lincoln eats them up.
Looked like they were trying to go on 2.
Yes,
and the center accidentally snapped it on 1. That looked like Dallas Lawing busting through.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. Dallas Lawing, happy Thanksgiving. You got a little tackle in the back, and that's going to put him back to the 13, so a loss of 3 by the quarterback. So -3 by number 11. Ain't that the quarterback? No,
that's
7. 7. Wall. Quarterback. Wall on the carry. Forest View takes a 14-7 lead over High Brighton. Folks, we got 7 teams in our area playing this week. Gaston, Lincoln, and Cleveland County. Handoff, number 90 with the tackle. And that's stuffed at the 11. So a gain of 2 on the play. I couldn't quite tell who had the ball there, Jason. Was it the fullback again?
Not sure. I believe it was 11.
It was 33. He's the only one that was in the game on the last play. They switched people out. So 33 there with a 2-yard gain. 4th and 5 now. Hawks going for it. See if they toss up in the corner again. They do. Slant. Oh, and it's short hopped. Incomplete. Mustangs have the ball again. 46 seconds to play at halftime. It is 0-0.
33, the mystery man on the field.
Yes, he is. Oh, now,
the unnamed player.
Let's go with this. Let's call him Justin Maddox because we have one player on here without a number.
That's what we'll call him, man, whether it's him or not.
No. Never mind. That's on the East Lincoln roster. 33. We're going to call him Tony Dorsett. Or Larry Bird. We call him Larry Bird. 46.8 seconds to go. Mustangs have the ball. I would imagine the way the half has went, Jason, and the fact that we are on the 11-yard line, we're probably going to see a couple of runs here.
They're going to throw a post.
You think they're going to throw it?
Surratt to Surratt. They'll try a post.
One safety moves over into man. They've got a safety in the middle of the field by themselves. Player comes on late. Surratt's hit late. Anywhere?
Looked like the way he reacted, there must have been whistles blown.
Well, East Lincoln had a player coming on late onto the field.
At the very least, that's probably a penalty on East Lincoln.
Well, yeah. But they're going to go timeout East Lincoln. Timeout East Lincoln.
I like that call better than a penalty.
We'll take a quick break, though, folks. We haven't had a timeout this whole half because it's been all runs. We'll be right back.
in your backyard pool. To help keep your pool sparkling clean all summer long, see Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. They carry a full line of BioGuard products. Plus, they'll analyze your water to make sure you get the right blend of BioGuard. And keep your yard looking great with the new Husqvarna Zero Turn tractor, push mower, or trimmer. Carolina Hardware and Garden Center on the Reachfield Road in Lincoln.
Welcome back to Monroe High School, where these Lincoln Mustangs have the ball on the 11-yard line, on their 11-yard line, folks. So 89 yards to go. 46 seconds left. Jason says he feels a post. There's no safety in the middle of the field. Look at this.
That's just one of everybody's
No
plays.
safety.
Surratt to Surratt.
5 wide. That's what I thought. What they just ran. Quarterback ball, get the clock moving, get it going. Although with 5 wide, if I'm a coach there, Jason, sitting on top of the box, kind of got to look at each other and say, hey, when we go 5 wide, there's no safety in the middle of that field. I mean, all they got to do is send one guy deep, and they got him.
I'll try Surratt deep.
So Monroe calls the timeout. So we'll be right back again on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Why West Sales has bundled up a 2013 35 horsepower diesel Coyote tractor with a loader and a 4-year warranty, plus a new equipment trailer and a new 6-foot box blade, all for $17,500, or get payments as low as $301 per month with 0 money down. See West End for all the details. West End Sales, Highway 18 274 intersection in Vail, or for more information, go to westendsales.com.
Real cool. All right, I'm just talking to Jason. Speaking of Cat Square Christmas Parade, we'll have the Lincoln Christmas Parade and the Cat Square on live video, folks, the next few weeks. Lincoln is Sunday.
One of these things is not like the other.
This time, he's Lincoln. Surratt going to carry up to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 2 on the play for Chaz. And Monroe calls another timeout. We'll be right back.
Federal your bank for life. Since 1940, First Federal Savings Bank has been proud to be a part of Lincoln County. As volunteers, parents, coaches, and leaders, they have always supported this community. Community may not be in their name, but it's in their mission. First Federal Savings Bank is proud supporters of all the area schools. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln and Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. First Federal Savings Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing lender.
.7 seconds left in the first half. Second down, 11 to go. No, that's not right. Second 9. I'm sitting there looking at the scoreboard instead of my own eyes.
Yep.
Believe myself. Here at Monroe High School, folks, one of the nicest football stadiums you'll ever see. Can't say enough about how nice it is and how nice they've treated us, too. Here's the toss sweep to Banks. He's going to try to get the outside. Nowhere to go on the outside. Linebacker cleans that up. And a loss of 3 by Banks. Monroe calls their final timeout. And we're going to stay right here. 27 seconds to go. We'll have plenty of time to play some commercials at halftime. Coming up on the halftime show, LincolnCounty.com halftime show. We're going to have scores from around the area brought to you by the Medical Center Pharmacy. But Monroe calls the timeout. It's 4th and now about 13. East Lincoln will punt.
Called 3 times in a row just to get the ball back here, Kevin. We were just discussing the strategy behind that.
Yes, they did.
East Lincoln so deep in their own territory that getting the ball back here, even though there's only 20 seconds. Nothing game. No offense to speak of so far from either team. So perhaps a good defense, the best offense tonight, looking to get some points any way they can. Perhaps a good return, a bad snap, anything could possibly end with 3 points or maybe even 7 should they get to run a few plays from scrimmage here after the punt. But East Lincoln fixing to have to punt the ball back to the Redhawks.
Snap. And it's almost blocked. And it's caught at the 40. Here's the return, number 1 on the return. He's across the 40. Good defense on the 32-yard line.
Got a flag down though, Kevin.
Late flag comes out. Let's see who it's gonna be against. As Barber returns it to the 32, now they're going to talk about the flag.
These are usually blocks in the back late like that. Somebody getting a little too excited during the return, hitting somebody that's not looking in the back.
Right.
Trying to make a peel back block. Guy hadn't got his head around yet. We do have indeed a block in the back, Kevin. So,
sniffed that one out, didn't you, Deputy Dog?
Well, like I said, in punt returns in high school games, it's too easy to hit a guy when he's not looking at you. And I go during a return like that. I've been guilty myself a few times. Usually after it was already broke for a touchdown, I'm afraid.
Right.
So at which point they would wave it off.
East Lincoln, 18.4 seconds left. Got to make a stop. As the defensive coordinators and offensive coordinators, those are some pretty sweet hoodies. You see that, Jason? Oh, my. Whoever sells them hoodies, I want one. You look at that. The hood is like their helmet. The East Lincoln hoodies, the coaches, and they got their the shirt's like a jersey, and the hood is like a helmet.
Meantime, quarterback rolls out to his left.
In the meantime, a football game broke out on the football field. Quarterback rolls out left, and he completes to number 1 on the catch up to the 35, gain of 7 on the play.
To Jay Barber, the most active receiver tonight for the Red Hawks. That's his 3rd reception, getting him over 20 couple yards.
So second about 3, Monroe with 13 seconds left to play. I would imagine we see a toss towards the end zone on this play. Shotgun, back to pass, Wall looking, throws it deep, tosses it over the middle, he's got a receiver, no good. 8.2 seconds left to play.
So another incomplete pass there. Before that, broke up a long string of incompletions for Thomas.
Zephaniah Wall with an incomplete pass makes it 3rd and about 3, but that really don't matter, Jason. There's only 8 seconds left to go, so we'll see another heave-ho towards the end zone. Looks like East Lincoln, they might take a knee. They line up in the backfield, full house backfield basically. And they're going to play action pass looking deep. They throw the hokey doke. Wide open in the end zone. Touchdown! Monroe, East Lincoln, complete failure on that play. That was just bad. Number 1 with the touchdown. Wall to pass. 8 seconds left to play. And down the middle of the field, they faked like they were going to just hand the ball off to end the game, ran a crossbuck play action. And the safeties and the DBs for East Lincoln, Jason, just stood there. And they watched him run by. Oh, my goodness. Woo, somebody's doing some push-ups at halftime. I'm telling you that, folks. Timeout, East Lincoln, 6-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Wow. Jason's speechless. He just
they paid off playing it like
yes, they did.
Sets to go. Took a couple shots down the field and connected on a long bomb down the middle.
Yes, they did. So, I mean, like Jason said, that they did what they were supposed to. They made the timeouts, they made the calls, and they got the plays. And with 8 seconds left, they dropped back. They call a play action crossbuck. They kind of faked the handoff, and it looked like they didn't have any wide receivers on the field. They were all tucked into a tight formation like they were just going to pound the ball. They faked it. Receiver right down the middle of the field. Touchdown number 1, Barber. Did you circle that touchdown for Barber? So we'll remember him later. So Jalen Barber with the touchdown and just complete failure on the end for East Lincoln. Handoff up the middle. They go for 2, and they get it 8-0. We're going to go into the half unless the Mustangs can return the punt. Down 8. 8-0.
Who got in the end zone there?
Big 33
on
the number
man.
for the 2-point conversion. So now East Lincoln has the ball, 1.8 seconds left to play. We'll stay right here for the kickoff, folks. 1.8 to play. I mean, I'm speechless. I can't believe they let that happen.
seen so far, that wasn't it. Last
And we've
8
seen
seconds.
stellar defense until that play.
Couldn't play 8 more seconds of D. Wasn't anybody near him to play any defense.
I mean, they had 3 safeties back, no wide receivers on the field, and they ran one guy down the middle of the field, and he ran right past all 3 defensive backs on that play.
They deserve to get burnt.
Wow. Not one, folks. 3 defensive backs.
Tried it to play before that, too.
Monroe kicks it short, and East Lincoln's going to be wrapped up. That'll be the end of the half. 8-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. The Monroe Redhawks lead your East Lincoln Mustangs. It's time to go redo the game plan, Jason. They need some points. 15 minutes from now, we're going to have the second half, folks. Stay tuned on ktcbroadcasting.com. You're watching the East Lincoln Mustangs channel. We'll be right back.
Service in Kingston has America's top-selling subcompact tractor of the decade, the Kubota BX Series. And now you can save big with this special offer from Kubota and Parker Farm Service. Now you can buy the new Kubota BX Series tractor for 0 money down, 0% APR financing for 60 months. But that's not all. You get a $500 customer instant rebate. Find out all the details at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive at the Oak Grove, Highway 74 bypass intersection, Kings Mountain.
State Auto, a friend you can depend on.
The test of your insurance agent's friendship comes when misfortune strikes. You can count on an independent agent representing State Auto. Fast, fair claims service. You can depend on it if you're insured with an independent State Auto agent.
State Auto, a friend you can depend on.
Your State Auto Insurance Agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency, 3674 North Highway 16 in Denver. Give them a call at 704-483-3243.
Free tires for life. Free car washes for life. Free loaners for life. Become a lifer at Lake Norman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop here once and you're a customer for life. So come on over to the lake and become a lifer, like so many others have before.
The holiday sale is underway at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Apply today, ride today. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia can help. Ask about 0 money down and rates as low as 2.9%. Pick up this week's What's Up Shopper for some great buys. Don't miss the big holiday sale underway now at Full Throttle Power Sports, located at Exit 22 off I-85 in Gastonia. They've got you covered for Christmas at Owl Lane Motorsports in Lincoln. Coming out for a great selection of kids' bikes, ATVs, and go-karts for Christmas. A huge selection of Kawasaki, Yamaha, Kubota, and Kymco UTVs. And buy a new Yamaha ATV and get a free winch. So come on in now and check it out at Owl Lane Motorsports, 3636 East Highway 27 in Iron Station. Shop online at KubotaofLincoln.com or call 704-732-8200.
Free tires for life. Free car washes for life. Free loaners for life. Become a lifer at Lake Norman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop here once and you're a customer for life. So come on over to the lake and become a lifer, like so many others have before.
America's Mattress event is underway at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby, Lincoln, and Gastonia. Get up to 60-month financing, plus free delivery, free setup, free removal, and free bed frame. Pick up a Serta Perfect Sleeper or a Serta Memory Foam queen-size mattress for just $299. Get the sleep you need, guaranteed. Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, 4027 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, and in the Carolina Shopping Center in Boger City.
All right, y'all send me on the money. How many dollars on it? What am I bid for it? Hi, this is Robert Gates, and that's the auctioneer's chant that sells just about anything in today's market. If you're considering selling real estate, land, farms, or equipment, give me a call, and I'll show you how the auction method of marketing can realize the highest prices for your assets at public auction. Call me personally at 704-472-7598 or visit us at gatesauction.com.
Sold American.
It's time to jump in. Jump in and cool off with a dip in your backyard pool. To help keep your pool sparkling clean all summer long, see Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. They carry a full line of BioGuard products. Plus, they'll analyze your water to make sure you get the right blend of BioGuard. And keep your yard looking great with the new Husqvarna Zero Turn tractor, push mower, or trimmer. Carolina Hardware and Garden Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. Bundle it up. That's the way to save, and it's true with farm equipment too. That's why West End Sales in Vail has bundled up a 2013 35 horsepower diesel Coyote tractor with a loader and a 4-year warranty, plus a new equipment trailer and a new 6-foot box blade, all for $17,500, or get payments as low as $301 per month with zero money down. See West End for all the details. West End Sales, Highway 18 274 intersection in Vail. Or for more information, go to westendsales.com. First Federal Savings Bank. They want to be your bank for life. Since 1940, First Federal Savings Bank has been proud to be a part of Lincoln County. As volunteers, parents, coaches, and leaders, they have always supported this community. Community may not be in their name, but it's in their mission. First Federal Savings Bank is proud supporters of all the area schools. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. First Federal Savings Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing lender. Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain has America's top-selling subcompact tractor of the decade, the Kubota BX Series. And now you can save big with this special offer from Kubota and Parker Farm Service. Now you can buy the new Kubota BX Series tractor for zero money down, 0% APR financing for 60 months, but that's not all. You get a $500 customer instant rebate. Find out all the details at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive at the Oak Grove, Highway 74 Bypass intersection, Kings Mountain.
All right, welcome back to Monroe High School, 7:41 until kickoff of the second half. I'm Kevin Hastings along with Jason Sane on the broadcast tonight. I want to welcome each and every one of you to the broadcast. Thanks for tuning in. Bad news is, folks, down here at Monroe, the Mustangs trail 8-0 on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard as they give up a pass with 1.8 seconds left in the half. It don't really matter. It was just plain poor. We're trying to get by without saying as bad as we want to describe it. If it was an NFL team, we'd rip them. But a poor defensive effort on the last play of the half. Monroe lines up like they're going to just run the ball out, run the clock out about the 42-yard line. They run a little play-action crossbuck. And the 353, they stand there as the receiver runs right down the middle of the field. And after the play, they all looked at each other and threw their hands up to each other like it was somebody else's fault. But somebody's got to get back. And they let the receiver just run right by them, catch it wide open in the end zone with 1.6 seconds left. And that is the only score in the ball game in what we thought would be a high-scoring affair. But it's turned into one of the best defensive battles probably around that we've seen this year and also in the state, as it's 8-0 in the game here. All right, Jason's going to go down some stats for you. Some individual stats from Monroe, some team stats from Monroe and East Lincoln, and then we'll get back and talk about the second half as quick as we can. So go ahead, Jason, and let everybody know.
All right. Quarterback for Monroe Redhawks, that's Wall. He is a little under 500, Kevin. He's only got 5 out of 12 completions, of course, one of them being the last pass of the half for 42 yards. He's got a total of 66 passes. Barber, the only receiver with more than one catch in the game, Wynn, Number 3 for the Redhawks, the only pitcher with a catch for 2 yards. Barber has 4 of the 5 catches for 64 yards, including the 42-yard catch there to end the first half. The only touchdown, the only score of the game thus far. They also converted the 2-point conversion after that on a running play. They've had 4 different backs get in on the action, as well as the quarterback wall. They have a total of about 60 yards on the ground. Majority of that comes from running back Byram, number 11, with 29 yards on 10 carries. The quarterback accounting for 20 yards on 4 carries. And Stratford with 13 yards on 3 carries. The other running backs, insignificant contribution. Over to the East Lincoln side, we've got Surratt with 12 attempts and 6 completions, 1 for negative yardage, but a total of 70 yards in the air for Chaz Surratt. Most of the receiving done by his younger brother Sage. Sage with 2 receptions for 27 yards. Demarius Valentine has 1 big catch for 35 yards. And the other receivers to get in on the action were the running back Banks. He has 2 receptions for -9 yards, 1 being an 11-yard loss, just a blown play in the backfield. And the backup quarterback Cox with 1 reception for 17 yards. Fine catch near the sideline. Should have had him another on a juggled pass, but unable to bring it in. And on the ground, Chaz Surratt, the quarterback, actually leading the way with 13 rushes. Of course, the leading rusher in the county at quarterback. Most yards, most touchdowns.
One of the leading rushers in the whole area.
Lead rusher on their team. So not surprised that he has more carries than any of the running backs, as well as more yards. He actually doesn't have more yards. He's got 25 yards on the ground. But Banks has chipped in with 8 carries for 27 yards. And a little surprised we haven't seen Meisenheimer get the ball yet, but again, coming off of an injury.
Haven't said his name tonight, have we?
Coming off an injury. Maybe have taken him off of return duties and out of the running back rotation. Perhaps he's just playing defense tonight with the bum wheel. But those are the only players who touched the ball for East Lincoln. And a little less than what they're used to on the offensive end in the stats categories. They're used to putting up big numbers.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they've put up big numbers here. And, Jason, what do we got? Have you already went through everybody's stats?
Mm-hmm.
What do we have total yards for both teams? You work on that for just 1 second. I'm going to read the scores in the area while Jason totals that up. It's not a lot. Both teams tonight, like we said, have not really been exactly offensive juggernauts, as East Lincoln trails 8-0 here on the Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Local other scores in the area, the Lincoln game, guys. Lincoln trails right now at halftime, 13-0. You can listen on WLON 1050 AM. Speaking of WLON 1050 and 1050 AM, guys, Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m., if you can't make it to Lincoln, the Lincoln Christmas Parade is Sunday at 4 p.m., okay? You can watch the Lincoln Christmas Parade on ktcbroadcasting.com, on WLON 1050am.com, on lincolncounty.com, on CarolinaTrustBank.com, and I think on Abernathy Chevrolet Chrysler Jeep Dodge.com. So you can watch it on 5 different websites. If you can't pick it up, if you can't make it to the parade, watch us. I'll be there along with my father Calvin, and Andre will be there too. We will have over a couple hundred pictures. We'll have the broadcast, and then you go back and even watch it on YouTube afterwards. We want to thank Abernathy Chrysler Jeep Dodge for sponsoring that. Other scores in the area: halftime, Shelby 28-14. Crest leads 10-7. Parkwood 21-7 over Huss. Forest View 14-7 over Highbright. South Point trails Concord 14-7. And like I just said, Reedsville leads Lincoln in 13-0. Shelby Golden Lions. Did I say they were winning? Shelby Golden Lions up 28-14 in the half over North Rowan. Good news for them. Andre picked to lose, so Shelby should win big tonight. Jokes in the press box. Jokes in the press box. All right, Jason, did you get that up?
I did. Both teams fairly even. East Lincoln with 120 yards total offense, 70 passing, 50 on the ground. And the Redhawks with a balanced attack, 65 through the air, 65 on the ground. Of course, the only difference being Redhawks managed to get into the end zone and converted the 2-point conversion. So the Mustangs are back against the wall coming out to start the second half, Kevin.
That is true. All right, folks, we got about a minute till kickoff here in the second half. We're going to take a quick break. We'll get ready for the second half. East Lincoln Mustangs trail 8-0 here at Monroe High School.
friend you can depend on.
The test of your insurance agent's friendship comes when misfortune strikes. You can count on an independent agent representing State Auto. Fast, fair claim service. You can depend on it if you're insured with an independent State Auto agent.
State Auto, a friend you can depend on.
Your State Auto Insurance Agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency, 3674 North Highway 16 in Denver. Give them a call at 704-483-3243.
Free tires for life. Free car washes for life. Free loaners for life. Become a lifer at Lake Norman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop here once and you're a customer for life. So come on over to the lake and become a lifer, like so many others have before.
The holiday sale is underway at Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia. Apply today, ride today. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia can help. Ask about zero money down and rates as low as 2.9%. Pick up this week's What's Up Shopper for some great buys. Don't miss the big holiday sale underway now at Full Throttle Power Sports, located at exit 22 off I-85 in Gastonia. They've got you covered for Christmas at Owl Lane Motorsports in Lincoln. Coming out for a great selection of kids' bikes, ATVs, and go-karts for Christmas. A huge selection of Kawasaki, Yamaha, Kubota, and Kymco UTVs. And buy a new Yamaha ATV and get a free winch. So come on in now and check it out at Owl Lane Motorsports, 3636 East Highway 27 in Iron Station. Shop online at KubotaofLincoln.com or call 704-732-8200.
Free tires for life. Free car washes for life. Free loaners for life. Become a lifer at Lake Norman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop here once and you're a customer for life. So come on over to the lake and become a lifer, like so many others have before.
America's Mattress event is underway at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby, Lincoln, and Gastonia. Get up to 60-month financing, plus free delivery, free setup, free removal, and free bed frame. Pick up a Serta Perfect Sleeper or a Serta Memory Foam queen-size mattress for just $299. Get the sleep you need, guaranteed. Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, 4027 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, and in the Carolina Shopping Center in Boger City.
All right, y'all, send me on the money. How many dollars on it? What am I bid for it? Hi, this is Robert Gates, and that's the auctioneer's chant that sells just about anything in today's market. If you're considering selling real estate, land, farms, or equipment, give me a call, and I'll show you how the auction method of marketing can realize the highest prices for your assets at public auction. Call me personally at 704-472-7598 or visit us at gatesauction.com.
Sold American.
It's time to jump in. Jump in and cool off with a dip in your backyard pool. To help keep your pool sparkling clean all summer long, see Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. They carry a full line of BioGuard products. Plus, they'll analyze your water to make sure you get the right blend of BioGuard. And keep your yard looking great with the new Husqvarna Zero Turn tractor, push mower, or trimmer. Carolina Hardware and Garden Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. Bundle it up. That's the way to save, and it's true with farm equipment too. That's why West End Sales in Vail has bundled up a 2013 35 horsepower diesel Coyote tractor with a loader and a 4-year warranty, plus a new equipment trailer and a new 6-foot box blade, all for $17,500, or get payments as low as $301 per month with zero money down. See West End for all the details. West End Sales, Highway 18 274 intersection in Vail. Or for more information, go to westendsales.com. First Federal Savings Bank. They want to be your bank for life. Since 1940, First Federal Savings Bank has been proud to be a part of Lincoln County as volunteers, parents, coaches, and leaders. Community may not be in their name, but it's in their mission. First Federal Savings Bank is proud supporters of all the area schools. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. First Federal Savings Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Somebody needs to get in.
Here's the kick return. Barber around the corner across the 30 and up across the 40-yard line. And Redhawks will take over. Checking in with Andre Bush for the halftime report. Jason, hand him your headset real quick for a second. We'll talk to our sideline reporter and photographer here the first of the game. Andre, you've been down on the sidelines here in the first half. There's been some big hits down there. Chance Grant looks like he's taking a couple of big hits, and Monroe's playing pretty good defense down there. Tell us how it is out there in the 42-degree weather watching this defensive battle.
Well, besides the fact of it being very, very cold, and starting to take a little toll on the sideline. You know, a little chippiness between players, offensive play, back and forth. But
right,
they still in this game. It's late second touchdown.
Well, we talked about it. It was pretty bad defensive touchdown. I feel like they've almost controlled this game, but look at the stats. It's 120 to 125. So I mean, neither one of these teams have really done anything on offense, haven't they?
No, not really. But I know Monroe's got attention to the coaches. They're down there commenting each other. These boys can play well. In this round playoffs, both teams should be prepared to play on the field.
You're right. Once you get to the third round, everybody's pretty good. So Monroe now 3rd and 5 there. Jason, we're going to get back with Jason. Andre, thanks for talking to us. Folks, he'll have pictures up on Facebook tomorrow. Andre's Facebook pictures. We're going to show you some during the game here in a minute as we go to kind of show you the live action. You see the Monroe fans in the stands in the background we was talking about anyway. As Jason said, dozens of them got excited of it a minute ago.
Whip themselves into a frenzy. I almost heard them in here.
Look deep, they throwing deep. They got a man in double coverage. Caught! Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 24-yard pass to number 1. Somebody's going to have to put a man on Jalen Barber, Jason. He has been all over the field tonight for the Redhawks. East Lincoln can't do nothing with him. He's the one that got loose for the touchdown.
He's the only receiver caught a pass over 2 yards.
Okay.
T. Wins caught 1 pass for 2 yards. He's the only other receiver to catch a ball to even be thrown towards.
You might want to double team that guy, hadn't you?
Might want to.
Coach Bias and the gang has some work to do. They've already moved down to the 20-yard line. Handoff. Number 11 around the corner. He's got he almost had the end. Great play by the linebacker, 49, snatching him up. Billy Meisenhower, Jason. We haven't called his name, but now we do. Meisenhower with a great tackle. Might have saved a touchdown. They're going to mark him at the, looks like 18-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play for number 11, Chase Bryam. I want to call him Byram, but it's
I have a feeling that's
Bryam.
what it's supposed to be.
Do what?
I imagine it is supposed to be Byram.
It is. You think so? You think there was a misprint there?
That's an unusual last
I've never
name.
seen a Bryam instead of Byram.
Too hard to say even.
Yeah, I know. It really is really tough to say. Power eye backfield, Byram. And he's hit hard by number 75, busting up through the middle. Boyd for the Mustangs. We've got a couple of pictures of the guys here. Another touch. Not number 1.
No, it's number 2.
Number 2.
Isaiah
God.
Thomas.
The numbers are so small.
Captain.
I thought it was 8. But they find the touchdown from the 18-yard line. It's an 18-yard touchdown for the Red Hawks, and they take a 14-0 lead over the Mustangs. It's not looking good here for the Mustangs early on here in the second half. And Lincoln down 14-0. We'll get the ball back in just a few minutes. We'll be right back. 9 minutes to play. Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard in the third quarter. 14-0. Red Hawks lead the Mustangs.
Farm Service Kings Mountain has America's top-selling subcompact tractor of the decade, the Kubota BX Series. And now you can save big with this special offer from Kubota and Parker Farm Service. Now you can buy the new Kubota BX Series tractor for zero money down, 0% APR financing for 60 months. But that's not all. You get a $500 customer instant rebate. Find out all the details at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive at the Oak Grove, Highway 74 bypass intersection, Kings Mountain.
Stage.
9 minutes to go, 14-0. Question of the night, Jason. Have the Mustangs played from behind, and have they been down 14-0? They have against Forest View, definitely. They got beat by the Jaguars. Low line kick. Mustangs pick it up, and they do the fake reverse. They pitch it off to number 2 with the carry. We'll end up getting across the 25, somewhere up near the 28-yard line is where they'll take over. Looking back at East Lincoln's games here, close games. They'll see they got beat by 17 at Forest View. Played Bandy's 55-26 the first time, 14-10 against Bunker Hill. But other than that, it's really been the only contest they've had all season. Let's line up 4 wide receivers. It's time to get this offense going, Jason. It's time for the Surratt attack. And the swing pass out to the running back, Banks. And Banks will get up to the 27. Looks like right back to the line of scrimmage. And Bandy's gave East Lincoln a heck of a run 2 weeks ago, 35-27. They played them tough this year, Bandy's. Gave them 2 good games. East Lincoln prevailed in both. It's getting a little warm in here now. Surratt, back to pass, looking, nothing. Picks it up, takes it, cucks it down, and throws it. Then he decides to throw it again. And he finds the receiver, number 5, up to the 49-yard line. Gain of 22 on the play. Surratt to Demisio Fernandez. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure I don't mess up young man's name. Back to pass. Surratt looking. Steps up in the pocket. Still looking. Nothing to go. He runs it himself. Gain of 3 on the play for Surratt. Make it 2nd 7 ball now. On the 47-yard line of the Hawks. So we're on the other side.
Finally seeing this East Lincoln offense move the ball in the right direction. See if they can get down there without fumbling.
Surratt back to pass. He's got a little ball complete there to his main man, number 5, Fernandez. Is incomplete. That's probably about the 5th drop pass we might have seen tonight. Surratt's hit some receivers in the hands tonight. I know that's 2, at least by Fernandez, maybe 3 drops. 4 wide receivers. Banks in the backfield. Snap. Surratt back to pass, rolling left, looking left. He throws underneath. Surratt slides, and they're going to give him the catch. Touchdown, Surratt, 7-yard completion gives the Mustangs. See what first down that is of the game. 7.
That's the 10th of the game.
10th first down. Oh, I couldn't see the first quarter.
2nd of the half.
2nd of the half, 10th of the game. So Mustangs down 10, ball on the 39. They get everybody to jump. Wide receiver jumps too, but it'll be interesting to see who they call it on. The defense jumped forward. But sometimes that call goes against the offense. They're going to call it against the Red Hawks. A 5-yard penalty on the Red Hawks. Forest View takes 21-7 lead over High Brighton. All right, that'll bring it 1st and 5. Mustangs driving here inside the 35-yard line. They're on the 34. Redhawks bring a late blitz. Surratt picked off by the Redhawks. Picked off, interception for Monroe. And they're talking it over. They may say incomplete. Wait a minute, they're talking it over. They're going to Redhawks ball. Interception, Redhawks. They tried to run the cover to Surratt. Looked like number 5 with the pick. Richard Blakeney of the Redhawks. And the Mustangs shoot themselves in the foot once again, the second turnover. In scoring position, really, for the Mustangs against this Redhawks. Jason, and 9 minutes remaining in the third. Down 2 scores. Time's getting close to starting running out. You're messing around with them too long.
Definitely don't want to be down 2 scores going to the last quarter.
Run the cross buck. There's the running back. He tries to bounce outside. Nowhere to go. Shake and bakes. Tries to back it up. Loses yardage. Hit hard, and he's going to be tackled by a gang of Mustangs. Out of bounds at the 35. Gain of 2 there. Number 3 on the carry. Trayshawn Wynn.
Shake and bake. Fooled himself there.
Shake and bake. Where's Will Farrell when you need him? Mustangs need to shake and bake a touchdown here.
Stop and go to the Rat.
They need I doubt Monroe. Well, they might. I ain't going to say I doubt they throw the ball. They shouldn't throw the ball up 2 scores. Hand off up the middle. And the running back's going to get up to the 41 is where they're going to stop. Did anybody catch a number on that truck? Did you catch that, Jason?
Yeah, it's number 11, Byram.
Okay, number 11, Byram on the carry. 6:35 and counting here in the third quarter. They line up. Handoff, but Byram again skips for a first down.
He lost the ball.
The ball's out, but the Red Hawks got it. So he got up to the 49 and then the 2-yard fumble. But before he fumbled, he had 10 yards on the carry. So 10 yards on the carry, then fumble recovered by himself or by a teammate. The Monroe's ball has the break that the Mustangs needed. Haven't had really any breaks tonight in the game. Huss cuts Parkwood's lead 21-14. Going to fake the cross bucket again. This time is Byram again. He's going to get up, looks like, gain of 1 on the play for Byram. Folks, you can see some of the photos of tonight's ball game here on the broadcast. There's number 3 there's Malik Nixon. And the Mustang. Stop. They need a big play. Need something, Jason. It's just the status quo isn't getting it done right now.
Need the ball back.
Need the ball back first, yeah. Crossbuck again. They love that play. They're killing that play. Number 11 with the carry. He's going to get up to the 44-yard line. Gain of 2 on the play for Byram. Would like to say they like to go 2 yards in a cloud of dust, but since we're on the AstroTurf, so it's 2 yards on a cloud of tire pieces. 2 yards in a cloud of rubber.
2 yards and smell burnt rubber.
You'd think the football, when you punt it and it landed on all that rubber, would bounce really, really high.
It does. You'd be wrong to think that.
All right. Monroe still in the power eye. They run the crossbuck about 8 of the last 10 plays. Drop back to pass. 2-step drop back. Throws it deep. Scott number 1. And he catches a one-handed. Oh, my God. What a play.
He also pushed the defender right in the back.
It was definitely offensive pass interference, but they don't call it. Ball at the 11, 33-yard pass and catch to number 1, Jalen Barber. And Jason, when are they going to double team him? He is abusing
the only receiver to catch
the
him.
defense. He took a two-step drop and just tossed it up as far as he could, and he just made a play on the ball. It was old Jake Delholm to Steve Smith play. Handoff up the middle this time, and I'll give you the number 11 with the carry again. Mustangs trail 14-0, 3:58 to play, and the Red Hawks are marching in again. And if they score right here, Jason, it may be too much to ask for the Saratoga. And that's saying something. I mean, the points that East Lincoln has put on the board this season is just ridiculous.
The Red Hawk defense is obviously legit to hold them under 2 touchdowns.
This defense is
in a half.
Definitely legit.
Well, they're all in Surratt's face. Every time he drops back, he can't, no time to find an open man.
Quarterback keeper around the end. He dives for the end zone. Did he fumble? Did he get in?
I'd say he got in. They have
Make
a
call.
They're going to mark
Someone touchdown. Red Oaks.
So the quarterback on the keeper finds room around the left edge.
Quarterback keeper for 5 yards on the touchdown, and the Mustangs now trail 20-0. On the back large score 20-0. Red Hawks are leading. They got injury on the field, injured Mustang down the field. We'll take a quick timeout, folks. We'll catch back up with you on the kickoff. We'll be right back on ktcbroadcasting.com.
The test of your friendship comes when misfortune strikes. You can count on an independent agent representing State Auto. Fast, fair claim service. You can depend on it if you're insured with an independent State Auto agent.
State Auto, a friend you can depend on.
Your State Auto Insurance Agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency, 3674 North Highway 16 in Denver. Give them a call at 704-483-3243.
Free tires for life. Free car washes for life. Free loaners for life. Become a lifer at Lake Norman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop here once and you're a customer for life. So come on over to the lake and become a lifer, like so many others have before.
And welcome back to Monroe High School, where the Monroe Red Hawks are going for 2 now. They lead 20-0 over the East Lincoln Mustangs. Mustangs turnovers has been the story. Quarterback keeper, nobody over there. He can walk it in if he wants, but he says decides to throw it, and it's good. 22-0. Red Hawks lead. We'll be right back.
Today. Full Throttle Power Sports and Gas Audio can help. Ask about zero money down and rates as low as 2.9%. Pick up this week's WhatsApp Shopper for some great buys. Don't miss the big holiday sale underway now at Full Throttle Power Sports, located at exit 22 off I-85 in Gastonia.
All right, folks, welcome back. Play 22-0. Your Mustangs trail big time here against the Monroe Red Hawks. And it's basically been the story. He should have let that one go out of bounds. Then he fell down. Number 5. He's had a rough night tonight, Fernandez, Jason. He's had probably, I think, 3 drops at least. And now the kickoff looks like it's going out of bounds. He jumps up to catch it instead of letting it go out of bounds. And he catches it and falls down. So instead of having the even returning the ball, now the Mustangs take over on the 10. That would have went got up on 35, right?
Mm-hmm. That is definitely correct.
So
Ask John Casey.
another tough play for East Lincoln. Down 20-0 here, folks. Surratt back to pass, tosses it up, picked! It's going to pick 6, 28-0. $28-0, Surratt.
Back passes intercepted there, Kevin. That one for 6 points.
He threw that pass. They ran it out to the inside man who he didn't sharpen off his route, if you know what I mean, cut it sharp. He rounded off his route, and the safety ran right at Surratt. Surratt didn't know how he was going to run the route. He threw it like he was going to break it off, and Surratt threw it like to break it off, and he rounded it off. And next thing you know, the safety's right underneath it. Pick, touchdown, Redhawks. Did we get the number on that, anybody?
Number 10.
Number 10, Eric Heath.
Listed as a running back.
Flag on the play. See what it is. As Eric Heath picks off Chaz Surratt. And makes it 28-0. 3:05 to play, third quarter. We're in Monroe. Well, the yardage has been pretty even, but it seems like every single break has went the Red Hawks' way ever since that last play of the first half. I mean, this should be a 0-0 ball game at halftime, and now it's 28-0, 3 minutes to play. Red Hawks rolling out, quarterback, nowhere to go. Wald just ducks his head, kind of takes a dive on that one. 28-0. We'll be right back on the KTCBroadcasting.com.
You covered sports in Lincoln. Coming out for a great selection of kids' bikes, ATVs, and go-karts for Christmas. A huge selection of Kawasaki, Yamaha, Kubota, and Kymco UTVs. And buy a new Yamaha ATV and get a free winch. So come on in now and check it out at Al Lane Motorsports, 3636 East Highway 27 in Iron Station. Shop online at KubotaofLincoln.com or call 704-732-8200.
Free tires for life. Free car washes for life. Free loaners for life. Become a lifer at Lake Norman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop here once and you're a customer for life. So come on over to the lake and become a lifer, like so many others have before.
And we're back at, we're going to call it Red Hawk Stadium because I've yet to see a name out here. Line we thought tonight, but it's been a defensive battle. Maybe we should have paid a little more attention, Jason, in the pregame to the fact, and we talked about it a little bit. Red Hawks really haven't given up any. The defense has probably been the best thing for them. And every play, like there's a little swing pass out for the Mustangs. I mean, they are just snuffing out everything. It's like they know every play is run. They are on top of it. 2-yard loss on the pass to Banks. 28-0 East Lincoln trails. So, I mean, they're not to run. They're in the shotgun spread. Every play from here on out, they got to be throwing it, Jason.
Well, it's one thing I'd like to see them try earlier. You've been mentioning it all night, maybe not on air, but it looks like the safeties come walking up in there. They haven't tried to throw the ball deep down the middle.
No, they have not. They went down the sideline.
And they've had to release it quicker than they wanted to, too, at times. You got to block long enough to get somebody deep down the middle. But
there's
as
a
we
deep
say,
cross. Yep. Deep cross down the middle for number 3.
It probably should have been back for him. If they call it in the NFL, that was certainly a defenseless receiver.
Malik Nixon with the reception gets up to the 45, a gain of
about 17.
Plus, no, it's more than that. It's 22. Gain of 22.
That's what I wrote.
Gain of 22 on the play as he was leveled by the safety, the other number 3 from Monroe, Trayshawn Wynn. Man in motion. Surratt fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he's hit hard by the linebackers. A gain of 2 on the play for the Surratt attack. On the handoff, if East Lincoln can somehow manage to win this game, Jason, they will host the winner of Huss and Parkwood. Parkwood right now leads the 16 seed, looking to win their 3rd straight game. And almost another pick by Surratt. He threw it right through the middle linebacker, and he couldn't catch it. Wow.
Definitely been off target with his passes. And
He
something else I was just noticing, Surratt has 15 carries at this point. None for more than 8 yards. 8 yards, the longest carry. Other than that, 4 yards. So they're doing a great job. Those dynamic plays when he gets flush from the pocket, they're minimizing them. They're keeping him from breaking the long one out of after he breaks containment. Definitely a key to stopping Chaz Surratt.
Here comes the blitz off the end, and it's knocked down. Incomplete pass. And to me, Jason, this defense has the East Lincoln offense just guessing.
He's got that offensive line on skates at this point.
Oh yeah, they are just absolutely just beating.
They're in the backfield quick, and he's operating out of about a 5-yard shotgun.
Yeah, I mean they're blitzing. They've only got 3 down linemen and 1 end, and then they'll blitz a linebacker or a corner. But I mean 4 come this time. No, here comes the corner on the blitz, and Surratt throws it right through the hands of another receiver. So even when he's got time to hit the receivers, when he hits them, they don't catch it. So that's a turnover on downs. Monroe takes over. First down, Red Hawks. So I mean, even when you got the plays, Jason, you got to execute. You just can't go out there and run through the motions. Another pass dropped. The Mustangs. We're getting close to 10. We should have been keeping up for it. That's got to be. We're getting close to 10. It's getting ugly. How many incompletes is Surratt throwing? About half of them are drops. Half
12 so far.
Yeah, that makes sense then.
2 interceptions.
Yep. Handoff up the middle. And this is Brown for a 3 on the carry. 1:11 and counting. 3rd quarter. Mustangs trail 28-0. Farsview takes 28-7 lead over High Brighton. Farsview's Twitter feed tweeting out, it must be cold there. Plenty of people living on the High Brighton side. Try to find the Crest score if I see anything from Crest in a while. Crest 16-7 over AC Reynolds. Big game up there.
How's the Parkview Hunter Huss Toilet Bowl shaping up?
Hand off to Byram, another 3-yard gain. Let's see. Hunter Huss and Parkwood right now. Parkwood leads 24-14. The 16 seed has beat the 1 seed. They beat the 9 seed, and now they're leading the 7 seed. I think Huss is 7
seed, the losing record.
7 seed with losing record.
I think they were actually a 5 seed, Kevin.
Or Huss was a 5 seed.
I think so, playing West Lincoln out of the 12 seed in the first round.
Okay, that's right. All right, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Ball is at the 50-yard line, and the Mustangs trail 28-0.
America's Mattress event is underway at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby, Lincoln, and Gastonia. Get up to 60-month financing, plus free delivery, free setup, free removal, and free bed frame. Pick up a Serta Perfect Sleeper or a Serta Memory Foam queen-size mattress for just $299. Get the sleep you need, guaranteed. Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, 4027 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, and in the Carolina Shopping Center in Boger City.
All right, y'all send me on the money. How many dollars on it? What am I bid for it? Hi, this is Robert Gates, and that's the auctioneer's chant that sells just about anything in today's market. If you're considering selling real estate, land, farms, or equipment, give me a call, and I'll show you how the auction method of marketing can realize the highest prices for your assets at public auction. Call me personally at 704-472-7598 or visit us at gatesauction.com.
Sold American.
Gain of 10 by Byram. Gives Monroe another first down. Andre's going to go back up to the field, folks. East Lincoln not going to pull this out tonight. Go check out the final pictures of the last game here for the seniors and everyone else. Andre Bush's photos on What's Up Shopper's Facebook page. You go to facebook.com, go to What's Up Shopper, and check out Andre's pictures from tonight's ball game. You can also watch video on YouTube of East Lincoln's games this year, folks. We post all of our broadcasts on our YouTube page, so you can go on there and watch that. Now, if you're going on that, that's also on our YouTube page is also What's Up Shopper. So go to youtube.com/What's Up Shopper. You can probably type in KTC Broadcasting too and still get that as well. But check out East Lincoln videos on YouTube, like them, share them, post them on your Facebook page, post them wherever you need to. Pretty good football going on around the area. South Point trails by 1. Shelby leads by 14. Drops back to pass. Quarterback looking deep. He's got a man. Here's number 1 again. Toss up. No good. Incomplete pass, Jason. That's pretty much the only play they got, isn't it? Quarterback takes a 2-step drop. Number 1, Jalen Barber just runs down the field. They throw it as far as they can, as high as they can, and hope Barber can just out-jump his man to man. And not once on any of these plays have we seen safety help.
Nope.
Where's the safety at? I mean, there's
Boyder all alone that time on an island with the best receiver of the Monroe team, the only receiver of the Monroe team, in my opinion.
Yeah, he is the only
confirmed
receiver
by the stat page.
I mean, they're sitting here playing. I'm looking at their DBs. They're playing a cover. They might even be playing cover 4 right now.
He has 6 receptions for 121 yards and a touchdown. The next best receiver has two receptions for 21 yards.
He's not been doubled yet.
Ball's loose.
Ball's loose. Mustangs might have the ball. They do. They go fumble. Now they pick it up again.
Trying to pick it up.
Oh, the ball is out of bounds.
Yeah, but
no.
East Lincoln did pick
Are they
it up.
calling him down? Yes, they're calling him down back at the 42.
At the very least, I was going to East Lincoln recover, fumble, and then fumbled it
They
again.
could, yeah.
No, they did recover and then fumbled it when he got tackled again. So
Yep.
it was a fumble, a recover by East Lincoln, and then when he was being tackled, he fumbled it again, and it went out of bounds. So the concern being that the fumble went
They're
straight
going to
out of
mark
bounds.
it way back where the fumble occurs. So I guess they're going to call it dead back there. And then all the excitement that we got excited about was just nothing, Jason. We just got excited about some tomfoolery.
No fumbles.
Nothing. No fumble.
One
there.
fumble.
You didn't put an incomplete pass a minute ago on Monroe, by the way. Here's the curl across the middle. Number 27, Surratt's going to get about the 32-yard line. And they've had that play pretty much hemmed up all night. That time, Little Surratt found the crease for the pass up to the 32. So a gain of 26 on the play, on the pass. Surratt to Surratt. East Lincoln, 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Down 4 scores. They got to get going. Surratt back to pass. Jukes one guy. Look at deep. He's got a man in the end zone open. Surratt. Touchdown, Mustangs. Finally on the board. Mustangs scored 28-6. So if they're going to make a comeback, it's going to have to be one of the craziest, best comebacks we've ever seen. 28-0 start the fourth quarter. Surratt scores on 4 plays. Surratt to Surratt for 32-yard touchdown pass. And East Lincoln hadn't scored none tonight. Now they don't have enough people on the field for the extra point. They done forgot
Forgot how to kick an
forgot
extra
what
point.
to do. They hadn't scored in about a week and 3 quarters. About 6 days and 3 quarters. How about that? Not a whole complete week yet, right?
That's right.
Snaps hold, kicks hold, up and good. Yep. Yes, 28-7. Mustangs cut the lead. Bad news is 10 minutes to play. We'll be right back.
It's time to jump in. Jump in and cool off with a dip in your backyard pool. To help keep your pool sparkling clean all summer long, see Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. They carry a full line of BioGuard products, Plus, they'll analyze your water to make sure you get the right blend of BioGuard. And keep your yard looking great with the new Husqvarna Zero Turn tractor, push mower, or trimmer. Carolina Hardware and Garden Center on the Reachville Road in Lincoln. Bundle it up. That's the way to save, and it's true with farm equipment too. That's why West End Sales in Vail has bundled up a 2013 35 horsepower diesel Coyote tractor with a loader and a 4-year warranty, plus a new equipment trailer and a new 6-foot box blade, all for $17,500, or get payments as low as $301 per month with zero money down. See West End for all the details. West End Sales, Highway 18 274 intersection in Vail. Or for more information, go to westendsales.com.
Sorry, it's a terrible onside kick.
Oh, yeah. Bad news is the onside kick is no good, Jason. The good news is
They were offside. They're waiting for the referee to put it in play because they get to try it again.
32-yard touchdown pass. Surratt to Surratt gives.
After a good practice round of what not to do.
Onside kick. If they wait on it, they'll get it. No, they touched it with 9 yards.
No, I don't believe
Wait a
it.
minute, did the Red Hawks touch it then?
I think it went 10 yards. No, it didn't. Look
Monroe, though, come up and touched it, though.
I did see a beanbag fly in.
But the problem is, it was actually a great kick. It was so slow, Monroe didn't come up. East Lincoln blew everyone away. And then one of the Mustangs touched it 9 yards.
An illegal touch.
And they needed 1 more yard. He could have waited the ball to spin 3 or 4 more times in the air. Mustangs would have had the ball, no question about it. And another break goes Monroe's way. If they didn't need any more breaks as they could get tonight. Looking back on that last touchdown drive, me and Jason was talking before it. Was talking about, hey, the middle of the field has been wide open as far as deep passes. And what'd they do?
2 deep passes in a row.
2 deep passes right down the middle, ends up with a touchdown.
Couple of rat attacks.
Maybe me and Jason need to put in our application for an offensive coordinator for Coach Bias next year. Somebody up top ain't doing their job.
After a miss, just forward for about 4 yards.
Reedsville leads Lincoln 13-10, folks. 13-10. Reedsville leads the Lincoln Wolves. Shelby takes a commanding 31-14 lead over North Rowan. Crest struggling at home, only 16-14 over AC Reynolds right now. Crossbuck action, hit hard. The defensive tackle makes the play in the backfield as Byron finally loses. No, he got back up line of scrimmage. No, they lost a yard. Lost a yard on the play for Byron. So -1 finally. 3rd and about 7. 9 minutes and counting. Gosh, Jason, East Lincoln was so close to getting that first down. They touched it 9 yards in. Just 1 yard away from recovering an onside kick, and they touched it. Well, the what coulda, shoulda, and woulda beens for tonight. We've been saying them all night. 5 seconds on the play clock. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Looks like they're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Federal Bank. We want to be your bank for life. Since 1940, First Federal Savings Bank has been proud to be a part of Lincoln County. As volunteers, parents, coaches, and leaders, they have always supported this community. Community may not be in their name, but it's in their mission. First Federal Savings Bank is proud supporters of all the area schools. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln, Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. First Federal Savings Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing lender. Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain has America's top-selling subcompact tractor of the decade, the Kubota BX Series. And now you can save big with this special offer from Kubota and Parker Farm Service. Now you can buy the new Kubota BX Series tractor for zero money down, 0% APR financing for 60 months, but that's not all. You get a $500 customer instant rebate. Find out all the details at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive at the Oak Grove, Highway 74 bypass intersection, Kings Mountain.
All right, welcome back to Monroe with a handoff to Byram at the middle 2 gain on 3rd and 7, so it makes it 4th and 5. And Monroe will try to punt and put East Lincoln back deep. 8:33 to play, down 3 scores. The Mustangs looking to get back. You say so they hadn't scored right, and when as soon as we said it, they scored. They did it. We're going to take credit for that one, folks.
Yeah, I'm sure it was my idea.
I don't know. It's about to fall off the top of this thing. Snaps high. Punt from the big man is caught at the 16. And
Valentine.
one shake, and he trips and he falls down to the 15 as Valentine. Andre, what you think about that offensive lineman out there punting? 6'4", 250 pounds out there booming punts away.
I'll tell you, the only thing I noticed there is that on one snap. Now it had the velocity. It had the velocity on it for sure. That was a good-looking long snap there. It really shot back there to him. Didn't have the arc to it that you usually see. No danger of bouncing 3 times before it got there, like you usually see in high school. That was a fine long snap. Something usually goes unnoticed. But
Surratt back to pass, little bubble screen underneath. He's got blockers in front of him. Runs into his own blocker, number 5. Fernandez, and he gets up to the 26-yard line, a gain of 11 on the play, and that'll be a Mustangs first down, and more importantly, that momentarily stops the clock for the Mustangs, but there's too much time. There's not enough time left. There's not enough time left maybe to this comeback. They got to get going, got to score quick, got to look for some deep bombs, big plays here. Surratt, back to pass, 4-man rush. They just blow through the line, bounces it out. Now he's going to get rounded up. No, spins back. Oh, my gosh! Wow, what a hit. Surratt might be done. They're calling him out now. He's peeled back around, spun back, and the defensive tackle for Monroe is waiting on him, number 70.
Surratt never saw him. Biggest player on the field.
Never saw him. Biggest player on the field, and that may be the biggest hit I've seen all year. Wow, folks, Surratt is down. We're going to take a break. Oh, my goodness. We'll be right back, folks.
Shot.
We'll be right back.
The test of your insurance agent's friendship comes when misfortune strikes. You can count on an independent agent representing State Auto. Fast, fair claim service. You can depend on it if you're insured with an independent State Auto agent.
State Auto, a friend you can depend on.
Your State Auto Insurance Agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency, 3674 North Highway 16 in Denver. Give them a call at 704-483-3243.
Free tires for life. Free car washes for life. Free loaners for life. Become a lifer at Lake Norman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop here once and you're a customer for life. So come on over to the lake and become a lifer, like so many others have before.
Yeah. Welcome back to Monroe High School, where Chaz Surratt is to be taken off the field. He's walking on his own, which is the good news, folks. But the bad news is, Jason, he probably took the hardest hit we've seen all year for a football player. DeQuavis Allen, 6'3", 305 pounds, just put every bit of that into his sternum. And free shot. He wasn't looking. He didn't know where it saw him. I mean, he shook 3 people, spun around a couple times, and the next thing you know, Boom, he's hit. Going deep, first play. Chaz Surratt on the comebacker. Caught.
He's got a man.
Caught. Are they going to get to him?
Got his toes down.
Yes, caught. Ball on the 20. It's up to the
17-yard.
Yep, 17-yard pass. No, 18. Give him 18. It's on the 38. 18-yard pass. Started off to Surratt on the reception. I guess we've got a new line in for the quarterback. Sorry, folks, didn't mention that. Chris Cox is the new quarterback.
1 for 1.
For the Mustangs. He's 1 for 1 on the night. Surratt's back in the game, folks. He's looking deep. That's face guarding if I've ever seen it, and here's the flag I was about to say. That's about the definition of pass interference. Surratt back in the game. Wow, folks, I am amazed. I can't describe how hard that hit was. Folks, we wish we had the camera on that one, don't we, Jason?
Indeed. Just
not to see, not to get hit that hard. Yeah. I mean that would be a YouTube sensation, right? I mean that might go viral. It's such a big hit.
Close to it. Ooh, how many yards we giving on that penalty, Kevin?
15 on the play. From the.
Don't you add it to the pass?
No, there wasn't nothing. I don't know how they did that a little while. Like it was something. But 15 yards from the scrimmage, so it'll be 15-yard penalty. First down and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. 6:44 and counting. Surratt fakes it, spins, backs out again. And going to lose 2 on the play. So Surratt spinning around the backfield just makes you a little nervous after he just spun into a minute ago. Wow, I mean, I can't believe that hit, y'all.
Believe it.
If you can get a hold of the coach's tape from East Lincoln, folks, ask them.
Some smelling sauce later.
Oh, what a play by Surratt. He comes back for it. Thrown behind him. And little Surratt gets to the 19-yard line from the 28-yard pass. Surratt to Surratt. And Sage is making some plays out there right now. I mean, he's saving Chaz, because Chaz is kind of just throwing it out to him, and he's been coming back and making plays on the ball. That time he caught it and
pushed off a little.
He did. But everybody's been pushing. These DBs have been all over the Mustangs wide receivers. We haven't seen much safety help at all from anyone. Surratt looking right, tosses it up immediately. It's just a jump ball and throws it out of bounds. Really no kind of a design of a play other than just toss it up and hope. Shelby takes 31-14 lead. Chargers of Crest take 23-14 lead. 5:47 to play here. Need to score probably in the next minute. Here's the bubble screen. It goes through the receiver's arms, and Monroe's pretty much got that play
well defended.
Figured out after the first one that got loose. They've kind of figured that out since. So 5:43 to play, 3rd-10 now for East Lincoln. Huh. Surratt and the gang looking over to the right now, just sitting there waiting on the coach. Just give them a play. 17 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and 10, ball on the 19. Surratt takes the snap, drops back. He's got 3 wide receivers to the right, tosses up to Sage. Caught, touchdown Mustangs! Another push off, but no flag. That was about as clear offensive pass interference as it gets, but they don't call it. Sage Surratt, 19-yard touchdown catch. And the East Lincoln band playing it out, folks. Want to shout out before this broadcast is over. Really want to give a shout out to the East Lincoln fans and the cheerleaders and the band tonight, folks. I can't say enough. They came out in strong force. It's standing room only on the other side. In fact, there's an overflow in the end zone on false start on East Lincoln on the extra point. There's an overflow in the end zone full of East Lincoln fans. And Monroe's stands are about half full. They got a home game, home team, and they've got 6 drummers, no band, and about no fans in the stands. And they got a winning football team here, 28-13 right now. 2 games away from a state championship berth. 5:36 to play. Mustangs trying to get back into it. But Jason, with all the penalties, I mean, not the penalties, but the back and the turnovers, just don't know if we're going to have enough time.
Oh, it's going to make it that much harder.
That's going to be no good on the extra point, so that's going to make it that much harder. That's what Jason said, 5:36 to play. We're going to stay right here, folks, and talk it over because we're probably going to see an onside kick.
No, probably, definitely.
We're definitely going to see an onside kick. Well, I said probably one night.
Probably should. How about that? What
was it up in the varsity? In the varsity game or something that's down 2 scores and we was expecting an onside kick and they kicked it deep?
Should see an onside kick.
So, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. So 19-yard.
What if they end up clawing back within 8? The pass at the end of the first half.
Oh, the play at the end of the game. If they lose by 1 touchdown, folks, that play at the end of the game is just.
First half.
I mean, into the first half is just.
It's going to make you want to go.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking stick a finger down my throat and throw up, but if you want to hang yourself, I guess you could do that too.
A little less severe.
Poor Jason.
See how making myself throw up would make me feel any better.
Another good onside kick. It bounces around, and he's slinking around.
First to touch it.
Waiting on the refs. Oh, Monroe ball.
Ball will maintain in the possession of Monroe.
I mean, they've almost had two onside kicks. We've had a touchdown with 1 second left to play.
I know one thing Monroe's going to practice this week.
Onside kick recovery.
Apparently. They look like they've never seen one before, Kevin.
No.
Look like, well, what do we do again?
They never told the hands team
is
what
it
to
10
do.
yards or is it 15 yards? Hang on a minute, y'all. Let me ask somebody whether we can jump on that yet or not.
(28-13). If they can keep them from getting a first down here, about a minute, almost a minute and a half will go off the clock.
Steady dose of Byram coming up.
Referees in these close games, man, they've got to do a better job. That referee wasted 6 seconds trying to spot that ball. I mean, that's 6 times, 3? That's 18, 20 seconds on it. They're going to waste spotting the ball before the play clock even starts.
Monroe in no hurry.
No, absolutely not.
I want to see him stop him. See that guy snap another punt. See if it was a fluke or if he's really got it.
Handoff Byram again. No, this isn't Byram.
Not even a handoff. That was just Wall's keeper. I think it was a mishandled snap, actually.
Wall's a big fella. He could keep it himself.
He trucked forward for about 5 yards.
Yep. Concord Spiders take 21-13 lead over the South Point Red Raiders with 3 minutes to go.
Any update on the Parkview upset?
The Parkwood,
excuse me. I said Parkview, didn't I?
It's Parkwood still leads Hunter Huss 24-14.
Hanging on by the skin of their teeth, the hair of their tongue.
Monroe is going to call timeout. Timeout Monroe. Right back on casting.com.
Sports Audio. Apply today, ride today. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. Full Throttle Power Sports and Gas Audio can help. Ask about 0 money down and rates as low as 2.9%. Pick up this week's WhatsApp Shopper for some great buys. Don't miss the big holiday sale underway now at Full Throttle Power Sports, located at exit 22 off I-85 in Gastonia.
And welcome back to Monroe High School. 4:03 to play, 28-13. Red Hawks lead, 3rd and 4. East Lincoln need a stop here, Jason. Big stop. The jumbo package looks like it's in for Monroe. Penetration for East Lincoln. Bounce to the outside, and Byram's going to get the first down and more. Cross the 40, 35, spins, cross the 30, truck it and pull it all the way down 21. And number 90 is for the Mustangs. He was drug about 10 yards. Byram all the way down to the 21, 28-yard run from Byram. And down on the ground is 90 for the Mustangs. And the trainer's going to attend to him, Tristan Dennis, and we'll be right back.
You cover coming out the kids' bikes, ATVs, and go-karts for Christmas. A huge selection of Kawasaki, Yamaha, Kubota, and Kemco UTVs. And buy a new Yamaha ATV and get a free winch. So come on in now and check it out at Al Lane Motorsports, 3636 East Highway 27 in Iron Station. Shop online at KubotaofLincoln.com or call 704-732-8200.
And welcome to high school where the Monroe Red Hawks lead 28-13. You can see my cameras is moving because they're stomping their feet in the stands. Is Monroe with another first down on the night. Here's Byram again up the middle with a 4-yard gain for Byram.
Starting to feel it here late in the game.
How many yards Byram after that?
With that
4-yard
last
gain?
run, he
Add 4 to
eclipsed the
that
century mark. He now has 113.
113 yards now.
On an umpteen million
Final,
carries.
Parkwood has beat Hunter Huss. I mean, it's not an upset to Huss. It's an upset to 16 seed. Is now with one game away from going to the state championship game. I mean, it's a Cinderella story if there ever was one. Shelby takes 38-21 lead. And East Lincoln jumps off sides, Jason. That's going to give Monroe another first down and 5 more yards on the penalty. So East Lincoln with the proverbial shotgun to the foot on this one. Had a chance to stop him at midfield. Let the fullback rumble for 28. Now they're down to the 10-yard line. Down to the 10. First. No, they're going to get. Yeah, it's got to be first and goal. From the 10. Red Hawks trying to pound it in again. Put the final nail in this coffin. Waiting on the snap. Snap. Hand off. Byram. He's going to be tackled at the 6, so gain of 4 on the play for Byram. Timeout, East Lincoln. We'll be right back.
Lake Norman Chrysler. Shop here once. You're a customer for life. So come on over to the lake and become a lifer, like so many others have before.
America's Mattress event is underway at Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby, Lincoln, and Gastonia. Get up to 60-month financing, plus free delivery, free setup, free removal, and free bed frame. Pick up a Serta Perfect Sleeper or a Serta Memory Foam queen-size mattress for just $299. Get the sleep you need, guaranteed. Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, 4027 East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, and in the Carolina Shopping Center in Boger City.
All right, welcome back to Monroe. Ball is on the 6-yard line. Monroe in the jumbo set. Handoff Byram. And he's going to get across the 5. He's still pushing into the end zone. He's going to be marked down, it looks like, at the 2. Is where he'll end up. 4-yard gain, 2:20 to play. East Lincoln desperately needs a stop. Timeout. East Lincoln.
All right. On the money, how many dollars on it? What am I bid for it? Hi, this is Robert Gates, and that's the auctioneer's chant that sells just about anything in today's market. If you're considering selling real estate, land, farms, or equipment, give me a call, and I'll show you how the auction method of marketing can realize the highest prices for your assets at public auction. Call me personally at 704-472-7598 or visit us at gatesauction.com.
Sold American.
.218 to play. Monroe. Ball is on the 1. To go is 1. It is third down and 1. Monroe leads, obviously, you can see on the scoreboard, 28-13. East Lincoln needs a stop and a miracle. Handoff. Byron leans. Touchdown, Redhawks. And warm up the bus, folks. We're going back to East Lincoln with a loss and a good season. Great season on the season for the East Lincoln Mustangs. Redhawks take 34-13 lead. And wait on the extra point, but we're going to go ahead and say we couldn't be more prouder of this East Lincoln group coached by Mike Bias, knowing after a state championship season and replacing as good a quarterback as Garrett Young was last year with an even better runner and almost just as good as passer, Chance Surratt, but he's a 10th grader, and you really couldn't expect big things from him. Here the quarterback rollout. He goes for the end zone. No good is the extra point, so Monroe will take the 34-13 lead over the Mustangs. We'll be right back.
Time in your pool. To help keep your pool sparkling clean all summer long, see Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. They carry a full line of BioGuard products. Plus, they'll analyze your water to make sure you get the right blend of BioGuard. And keep your yard looking great with the new Husqvarna Zero Turn tractor, push mower, or trimmer. Carolina Hardware and Garden Center on the Reedfield Road in Lincoln. Bundle it up. That's the way to save, and it's true with farm equipment too. That's why West End Sales in Vail has bundled up a 2013 35 horsepower diesel Coyote tractor with a loader and a 4-year warranty, plus a new equipment trailer and a new 6-foot box blade, all for $17,500, or get payments as low as $301 per month with zero money down. See West End for all the details. West End Sales, Highway 18 274 intersection in Vail. Or for more information, go to westendsales.com.
And welcome back to Monroe High School, where the East Lincoln Mustangs take over first and 10 on the
10.
10, is that where they're going to mark it? 10-yard line or 11-yard line.
They're walking it off, too. There was a pick half the distance, 5.5, Chef.
As the kickoff was deep to number 2.
He let it bounce, which he shouldn't have, and then he tried to return it.
Valentine
His head took off.
let it bounce. Ball kicked down for a minute.
That was apparently after one of his teammates held for him.
Oh, they called holding too.
Not sure, but they backed it up half the distance after he got brought down about the 10.
Apparently after one of his teammates held for him. Here's the out pass to Surratt. I said unsportsmanlike conduct. He didn't have a number, but ball, it looked like they're marking it at the 16, Jason, so a gain of 11. 11-yard pass to Surratt. Surratt looking at it again, throws it. He's got him again, number 27 this time, and he's out at the 31, so a gain of 14.
That's his younger brother. Surratt attack.
To Sage. He keeps throwing these balls before these receivers break like that, just letting it float. One of these safeties is going to pick that. But they've already picked a couple. Who am I to say anything? Don't matter now. They're down 3 scores, and they got a minute to do it. Surratt looking deep.
Number 22.
He gets hit hard. He tosses it up. It's almost picked off. Red Hawks. Red Hawks will face Parkwood next week, folks. Red Hawks will face Parkwood, who is another Monroe team. So Monroe versus Monroe. And in the first matchup, Parkwood was beat 46-7.
At their place.
At Parkwood. And now Parkwood, the 16 seed, has won 3 games and are 1 away from going to the state championship and could be their in-town rival to do so. Another incomplete pass for Surratt.
Maybe it was a tough conference. Maybe last in their conference is good enough to.
Lincoln goes down, folks. Lincoln goes down. So the Wolves lost, the Mustangs lost, the Red Raiders lost, the Huskies lost. Of our 7 teams, we're down to Shelby, Crest, and Forest View.
Bad night for a What's Up Shopper team.
Bad night for the KTC broadcasting
You get
team.
this deep in the playoffs, you're going to end up, some of them are playing each other and things.
Yep, you're playing. Well, if they all would have won tonight, next week we could have had a matchup, 3 different matchups for teams playing against each other in our area. And in each one of those, one of the teams in our area lost. We're not going to have any matchups like we thought we would next week. But looking at the matchups for next week, it looks like Forest View will head to Concord. Crest will be at home if they hold on to win. I'll find out who they play in a minute. Dump pass off to 22 there for 6 yards on 4th down, and that'll turn it over. So Surratt, 6-yard pass, Calvin Reed doesn't do it.
22, that was Tomberlin. You read the wrong team.
Oh, yeah, that is Monroe's number 22. Crest, last time we saw, was leading 23-14. So maybe they'll go on to win here. But the East Lincoln Mustangs, what a good year it's been, guys. Real quick, I'm going to go down the roster. Minute 9 to play. I want to give thanks. Congratulations to all the seniors on the team. Real quick, for East Lincoln, Dominique Smith, Malik Nixon, Justin Rose, Moses Boyer, Demisho Fernandez, Cody McKillen, good grief. Moslin. Alicia Combs, Billy Meisenhower, Heimer, Brandon Wood. I should have let you read them. You've been doing the games all year, shouldn't I? Jake O'Brien, Corey Hoodboard, Corey Smith, and Jared Moore. And folks, I apologize. Jason's going to read them again.
That's not to say we haven't been mispronouncing them all year.
That's true too.
Maybe we've mispronounced them the same way again.
That's true. Go ahead, Jason, and announce the seniors one more time because I murdered their names. So we'll go ahead, and I'd rather you.
Seniors.
I'd rather you get 9 out of 10 right than me get 0 out of 10.
Dominique Smith, Malik Nixon, Justin Rhodes, long gap, Moses Boyer, Demisho Fernandez. We've got Cody Moslin, Elijah Combs, Wild Bill Meisenheimer, Brandon Woodard, Jake O'Brien, Corayo Boyd, Corey Smith, and last but not least, Jared Moore, number 88.
All right, folks, that'll do it here from Monroe. Your Mustang fall 31-4-13. We'll be right back in 2 minutes. 2 minutes for the post-game show. We'll have a quick recap of all the scores in the area and all the stats in tonight's ball game, folks. Final score, 34-13. Mustangs fall. Monroe Hawks. I want to get a little video real quick on some of the guys coming through, shaking hands in the last game. Like I said, congratulations to the seniors. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned for the post-game show. Congratulations to Monroe for advancing, and congratulations to the East Mustangs for a great year. We'll be right back on KTCBroadcasting.com. You're watching the East Lincoln Mustangs Network.
How long was that?
First Federal Savings Bank. They want to be your bank for life. Since 1940, First Federal Savings Bank has been proud to be a part of Lincoln County. As volunteers, parents, coaches, and leaders, they have always supported this community. Community may not be in their name, but it's in their mission. First Federal Savings Bank is proud supporters of all the area schools. First Federal Savings Bank has 4 convenient locations in downtown Lincoln and Boger City, Denver, and West Lincoln. First Federal Savings Bank is a member of FDIC and an equal housing lender. Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain has America's top-selling subcompact tractor of the decade, the Kubota BX Series. And now you can save big with this special offer from Kubota and Parker Farm Service. Now you can buy the new Kubota BX Series tractor for 0 money down, 0% APR financing for 60 months, but that's not all. You get a $500 customer instant rebate. Find out all the details at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive at the Oak Grove, Highway 74 Bypass Intersection, Kings Mountain.
State Auto, a friend you can depend on.
The test of your insurance agent's friendship comes when misfortune strikes. You can count on an independent agent representing State Auto. Fast, fair claim service. You can depend on it if you're insured with an independent State Auto agent.
State Auto, a friend you can depend on.
Your State Auto Insurance Agency is East Lincoln Insurance Agency, 3674 North Highway 16 in Denver. Give them a call at 704-483-3243.
Free tires for life.
All right, folks, welcome back to Monroe High School, where the East Lincoln Mustangs have fallen here in the state playoffs, 34-13, in what turned out to be a defensive struggle on. In the third quarter, Monroe opens it up, slew of turnovers and bad breaks, and it seemed like East Lincoln was snake bitten ever since the play. I mean, we were about to go in at halftime, 0-0, Jason. And that fluke play at halftime, it just seemed like that just ruined the day for the East Lincoln Mustangs, because after that, the whole third quarter, it was just downhill. So Mustangs fall 13. All right, Jason, goes for you on the night in the stats category. So go to Jason, take it away, and tell everybody about the stats in this ball game tonight.
Chaz Surratt closed in on 200 yards passing. Actually did eclipse the 200-yard mark. If you recall, Cox got in for one play and did complete his only pass of the game. So over 200-yard pass on the night. Total of 216, but 198 and 2 touchdowns for Surratt. His younger brother, Sage Surratt, receiving both touchdowns for East Lincoln tonight, 2 receiving touchdowns for Sage Surratt, and a total of 182 yards. So a big game for the freshman, receiving 2 touchdowns, 182 yards from the wide receiver position for Sage Surratt. Usually not the Surratt we're mentioning the most in the stat line, but tonight he shined for the Mustangs. No other Mustang had more than three catches. Colton Banks had 3 catches, but ended with -9 receiving yards. He did the most of the running duties tonight. Colton Banks had only 8 carries for 27 yards. Chaz Surratt had 17 carries for 23 yards. Of course, being the quarterback, anytime you get tackled, it counts as a carry for you. But that seemed to be the night. They only had 2 on the ground tonight. Used to a lot more on the ground from Surratt, as well as a running back. Usually they'll both get over 100. On the other side, the Monroe Redhawks, they passed for 144 yards on 17 attempts. That included 2 touchdowns and a 2 conversion. No extra points out of them. They went to ground. In the air, Jay Barber, as a receiver, had 6 catches for 121 yards and a touchdown. Only 3 other catches by other receivers, but of course 2 of those catches by Isaiah Thomas, one for 18-yard touchdown and another for a 3-yard 2-point conversion. So 8 points with his catch, which was actually more than Barber. And then on the rushing end, the quarterback Walls rushed 9 times for 32 yards and had a touchdown zone on the ground. C. Byram carried the ball 31 times for 123 yards and 1 touchdown on the ground. And the unsung hero, number 33, whose name we still don't have, he had 2 carries for 5 yards but added a 2-point conversion. And Stratford, the fullback for this evening, he had 3 carries, adding 13 yards to the rushing total. But C. Byram chased by shoulder to load, 123 yards on the ground, and 1 score. And that will round out the stats.
Is that everything?
That is everything.
All right, folks. Like we said, East Lincoln Falls tonight. Want to shout out to their cheerleaders. They were absolutely amazing. They brought it. Their fans and their band was ready. Monroe's actually wasn't ready, but really proud of the East Lincoln faithful tonight. They had more fans, more band members, more cheerleaders, more everything than the home team did. But they didn't have more points. That's going to do it. It's insane for everything he did tonight. We're about to take the ride back home, hour and a half away. Andre Bush for the photos tonight, and we're going to make our way home here in just a few minutes. You've been watching KTCBroadcasting.com. Thank you for watching East Lincoln Mustangs football. Stay tuned this winter for East Lincoln basketball. We'll be back next week, next year.